Hello, good evening, everybody. Good evening, young African freelancers. Who is in the house? If you can see me, let me know, let me know, let me know. Good evening, good evening, good evening. So happy to be here. Yes, I can see people coming on board. You can see we're already super excited. Well done, well done. Thank you for joining. If you have not already done so, go and invite your world. Go and invite your world. And handing over to the delectable, the energetic. I've seen somebody that energy is past my own. Okay, so this is Blessing taking over and introducing us into the session. Welcome, Blessing.
Good evening, amazing people. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Overlooked and Overbooked. You are all welcome to today's program. So please, if you can hear me, I would like you to type your name in the comment section, and also please do well to type where you are joining in from. That will be very appreciated. Um, Please, if you can hear me, I would like you to drop a comment in the comment section so I know I am audible enough and everyone can hear me. Coach B, can you hear me? Okay, so straight to what we have today. I'll also employ everyone to please share and repost this event everywhere, be it on LinkedIn, WhatsApp, all the social media platform. Please do well to share this event so every other person can join in, because we have so much to achieve in this event today. This event will be one of the most anticipated events ever, because you're going to be getting hands-on experience on a lot of topics for young freelancers. So our dream on Yafi community is to train 1,000 young freelancers to earn their first $1,000. You heard that right? First $1,000. So, be it you're a novice joining the freelancing or you're just navigating this whole career path differently, we are going to be holding your hands and taking you through the process, and you will be making your first $1,000 shortly. All right. So, why this event is going on? This event is going to be full of a lot of amazing testimonials from people who have benefited from Yafri community, and also for all those people who have participated in our bootcamp. They are also going to be sharing their testimony here live today. Okay, so what are we Yafri community really doing with 1,000 young freelancers, aiming them to earn their $1,000? Okay, so this is what we do. We are going to be training and we are going to be recruiting them. Yes, you heard that. We are going to train them and we are going to recruit them. So, and today we are having one of our trainings. A lot of people have already participated in our training. They've earned a lot of certificates. Please, if you're just joining, you're welcome. I welcome you all. Please do drop your name in the comment section and tell us where you are joining us from. I remain one again, Blessing Epanyong, and you can find me on YouTube as Being Blessing. That's my username, my link, my YouTube username, Being Blessing. Okay, so we have three amazing keynote speakers today. And what are we going to be discussing? We are going to discuss the ethical standard for freelancers, because we are no longer working on the site. We are now working remotely. So there are ethical standards for this position, all right, and for this workspace. So the second one, we are going to be doing Upwork mastery. Everybody knows, as a freelancer, if you've not heard of Upwork, I don't know if you're a freelancer, because every freelancer knows Upwork. And today we're going to be doing Upwork mastery and also CV writing, because this is also one of the most important things you need to also master as a freelancer who is aiming to get his or her first $1,000. All right. So for all those who will attend this training till the end, you're going to get certification of completion, But there is a but. What is the but? So this is the but. During the program, we're going to be sharing some code that you need to type in your assessment to participate in the assessment and also get your certificate of completion. And after your certificate of completion, you will become our silver member. And what do we do to our silver member? Our silver member are our most precious member in the Yafri community, because we're going to be sending them direct opportunities, like to their emails. They are the first person to get our direct opportunities whenever there is any upcoming gigs, or we have any gigs or any job opportunity. We're going to send it directly to their email. They'll be the first people to apply for that before we share it to other community members. So I would like you to stick to the end of this event. Get your pen, get your notes, and also write all the code you'll be hearing, because you had to add it in your assessment. And at the end, you get your certification of completion and become our silver member. Oh my goodness, that is a lot of amazing goodies. Apart from that, we are also going to enjoy amazing nuggets from all our amazing keynote speakers. So I want you all to stay put while you have amazing evening today. So I will be calling on our first keynote speaker, Madam Biolu Asel, Mama of the Afri community. Please, you're welcome to the studio.
Oh my goodness. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Good evening, everybody. All right. All right. Thank you so much, Blessing, for that awesome introduction. I really appreciate you. And good evening to the Yafri community. I'm always super excited to be here. Always super excited to train. I'm super ready. Who is ready? Who is ready? Ready tonight? If you're ready, let me see ready. If you're ready, yes, like even backstage, I can see the excitement. Who is ready? Because tonight you will not remain the same. Oh, no more 10,000. Can you take 10,000 for the job? Can you take 5,000 for the job? Can you do it for free? No more, no more. Somebody type no more. Say no more. Say no more. Yeah, we're going for the dollars. There's a lot to do. There is a lot of responsibility on your neck. We indeed are the future. The future is right now, and our future will not slack. Our future will not slack. We will do what we need to do to get to where we need to be. Okay, so let's get ready, 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 ready. Just like Blessing has said to us, right? It's not just about attending for 30 minutes and logging off. Okay, there are benefits of completing this course, and it's better you just complete it once and for all, not the one that you'll be trying to access the course later. Okay, stay for, it's 2 hours. We're going to be here for 2 hours. See, I'm nice today. I'm not taking 3 hours. We're going to be here for 2 hours. For the 2 hours that you're going to be here, I want you to give it your best. Okay, now I've been given just 20 minutes to talk today. Okay, only 20 minutes, meaning that we are going to be rushing through. Okay, we're going to rush through everything I'm going to be talking about. You need to be with me. Okay, and the first thing I'm going to give you is the first, let's see, yes, the first color code, right? And you will need it. The session I'm taking is Basic Ethics for Freelancers, or Basic Ethics for Young African Freelancers. Okay, that is the title of this session that I'm taking. My name is Bolutife Ademokoya, right? And my color code is white. Okay, my color code is what? Is white. So please type that, write that somewhere. You will need it for your assessment. I'm warning you, I'm telling you, you will need it for your assessment. My color code is what? White. Okay, you can take the assessment only once. Please write it down. The color code for ethics is what? White. All right, awesome. So let's go. Thank you. I see someone typing it already. So let's go in here and then we'll begin. Basic ethics for freelancers. Okay, why are we talking about ethics in the first place, right? I'm talking about what I'm going to be talking about tonight. Why are we talking about ethics? We'll talk a bit about personal excellence and ethics, right? We'll talk about competence, and then we'll talk about character, right? I told you I'm going to be rushing through. You have to be ready if you're going to be here. Okay, you have to be ready. Awesome. So why is ethics important for you as a young African freelancer? Okay, I've written a quote here from Miles Monroe. And it says, success without ethics is a disaster waiting to happen. And already we can see many of these disasters happening. I remember late last year, one of the people that follow me, this was before we started Year Free, she reached out to me and she said, there's this one of the freelancers that you're always celebrating, look at what this person did to me, right? And when I heard what the person did, I was like, oh my god, oh my god. Thankfully, we mediated on that issue, and the issue, was sorted, right? But see, if you do not work on your ethics, your moral standards as a freelancer, no matter how much success you get, it will end up in disaster. And this is something that every young African freelancer must know. No matter how much success you gather, no matter how much you put together, and you make the posts, I'll make the posts, the hook will be hooking, and they're coming. You cannot sustain success without good ethics. Okay, your ethics must be on point. And that is why today we're just going to go through the basics. We're not going to go in depth, but even the basics you will learn from it. Okay, the basics you will learn from it. Why is ethics important? Number one is that freelancing is a game of trust. Somebody type that in the comment section for me. Freelancing is a game of trust, right? See, even in corporate space, it's still a game of trust, but it is easier for you to trust, because many people work together in corporates, right? If you don't trust A, at least you will trust B, you trust C, you trust D, E, or F. By the time you put together like 100 people in an organization, at least you can buy trust. But as a freelancer, you're standing alone most of the time, right? Meaning that if you cannot earn the trust of people, you cannot earn. You cannot earn you can earn, but you will not earn consistently. Okay, so number one is that freelancing is a game of trust. Corporate environment, even if you have one or two or three bad eggs in that company, there'll still be some good eggs, and then they'll make up for each other's weaknesses. But in your own case as a freelancer, the rise and fall of your business is on how people trust you. Do you understand? So very important, your freelancing, your success as a freelancer rises or falls on how much people trust you. It's not about your post, it's not about all of that. All of these things would eventually cascade into, do they trust you or do they not trust you? I see so many people putting a lot of energy into making good posts, putting good pictures out there, and all of these things are good, but you need to get to that point where people really trust you. The next thing is what? Continuity in the sense that for a freelancer, I always say this and I'll say it again, for you to succeed as a freelancer, success is not, I just made $1,000 from this gig. No, success in freelancing or in business generally is not, hey, here's how I made my first $10,000. That is not success. Success is that 3 years down the line, the customer you served 3 years ago, you're still serving them. Somebody say success is continuity. Somebody say that. Success is continuity. Success is continuity. Yes, very important. In freelancing, it's not about one client. Each time you meet one client, you get money from that one client, no return. The client cannot call you back for another job. If you are already having this problem, you already have some lions that are chasing you, like Coach Wendy will say. Some lions are already chasing you naturally, okay? Right? Success is, and let me tell you why success is continuity. This is the way business runs. When somebody sees you and wants to engage you, the first thing they look at is this person credible, right? And to test your credibility, they will start with something small. They will buy a product of 5,000 naira from you, okay? And they will see how you do the job, right? They'll start with that. If you do that 5,000 naira job, you do it very well, right? They'll be impressed with you. They'll be happy to pay you maybe 50,000, right? Your middle ticket item. If you go again, you do that one, right? If you go again, you do that one. What else would you do? they will now be able to say that, okay, you know what, let me give this person a $1,000 project because I've tested with 5,000, they did well. I've tested with 50,000, they did well. This person can handle my $1,000. Many people have become touch and go. Somebody say, I refuse to be touch and go. I want you to type, say, as a freelancer, I refuse to be touch and go. The issue with you is that you are that 5,000 naira level. That's where you are. Because you cannot satisfy your customers so much that they trust you for the next level. So every time you're spending so much energy getting new clients. Do you see that? You're spending so much energy getting new clients, whereas your energy should be retaining your clients, and this retaining of clients is a game of ethics. Okay, so that's number two. You refuse to be, if you're in the Afri community, you must refuse that spirit of touch and go. You just deal with one client once and then that's the end. The person is not calling you back, the person doesn't want to see you again. If you contact the person, just say they're not even telling you what is wrong. Okay, number three is what? Stereotypes. Now this is where what I do comes in. Okay, if you see me shouting, I'm sure some people are saying, wondering, what is in it for this lady? Why is she always about African freelancers? I'll just tell you in summary. I'll tell you something in summary. Africa is the fastest growing continent. Do you understand? We have the highest number of young people, or the highest percentage of young people. Do you understand? Our population is a young population, meaning that the future of the world is dependent on Africa. You can see the mass emigration going out from Africa. The future, in summary, is Africa. The future is Black. Do you understand? Meaning that the world would have to make way for Africans. But it is not all Africans that way will be made for. The Africans that the way will be made for are the ones that have prepared themselves to follow the way. Do you see that? So it's not automatic. Success has never been automatic. Success has always been intentional. And in the same vein, the future is ours, but only a few people will get into that future. There are stereotypes about Africans right now. People, the kind of stereotypes we carry, people say to us that, oh, they do a shoddy job. They don't show up on time. Oh, there is, you know what is even called African time. They don't, please give it up for yourself. We said it was 6, we started at 6. Please give it up for us. Clap for yourself, clap for us. Let's clap for ourselves. Yes, we are doing well. This is Africa. This is the Africa that people need to know. An Africa of excellence. So as we're talking about ethics today, you're also standing because you recognize that there is a narrative, and that narrative must be changed. That narrative must be changed. If you do not stand in your own little corner, changing the narrative, I'm standing in my own corner, changing the narrative, everybody's standing in their corners, changing the narrative about Africa, then what will happen is that we will continue to bear this narrative, and then we'll continue to be underpaid. We'll continue to struggle to get jobs, right? Tech jobs, naturally, people want to give it to Asians. Why? Because there is a stereotype, there's a narrative that, oh, those Asians, they are really good with tech, right? We need to change that narrative. We need to continue to do well collectively so that the narrative is changed, okay? Let's move forward quickly. All right, there's a lot to say, but I'm trying as much as possible to cover a lot within a short period of time. Okay, if you need to, you can go back and then watch this again and again and again and again until you get the juice of the story. All right, the second thing we're going to be talking about is ethics and personal excellence. Okay, ethics and personal excellence. Now, Miles Monroe again said, excellence is never an accident. It is a result of integrity, discipline, and consistency. Can somebody type those 3 words for me? Integrity, discipline, and consistency. Excellence does not happen by accident. When you see people that show up, when you see people that show up well, when you see people that show up daily, it's not because everything just works together for them. You know, we like to make excuses for people's successes. We like to say things like, oh, she's single, it's because she's not married. That's why she's dating. It's a lie. She's just committed. She's a person of integrity. She's disciplined and she's consistent. That is it. It's either you make excuses or you make progress. Somebody type that for me. If you got that, type it for me. It's either you make excuses or you will choose one. You cannot have the two at the same time, okay? So Make a commitment by yourself to personal excellence. Now, where do you need to apply this personal excellence as a freelancer? Okay, 3 categories I'll cover today. Number one is in your prospecting. When you begin to prospect clients, and prospecting starts right from how you show up. Let's start from what your profile looks like, right? Let's start from what does your profile as a freelancer look like? Your profile picture, is it excellent? Does it look like Mami water, like I like to call it, the light and the darkness, they are fighting over your profile picture? Why? You can't get a simple, decent picture done. So starting from how you show up, starting from the way you write your name. The other day, I had to reach out to somebody to say that, are you shouting at us? Because our names, everything written in capital letters. Are you shouting at us? These are basic things that you should know. Your name is your first name first and then your surname, right? Little things like that, they matter. Why are you writing? When you type in caps, in some cultures, it means you're shouting, okay? It means you're shouting. So you want to consider that, you want to take that off, okay? So we've talked about what your name looks like, what your profile picture looks like, right? Your banner. Is there consistency in the messaging? Your banner, your profile picture, your headline, your work experience. What does it look like? When your what do you call this thing now? This document we prepare, I don't know how, I forgot the name. This document, your portfolio. What does your portfolio look? Is it consistent with who you're saying you are? Right? Your profile on LinkedIn, is it the same with what is on Facebook? Is it the same? Is it the same thing you're saying over and over and over again? Or you think you're smart? On LinkedIn, you are the this. On Facebook, you are the that. On another place, you're something else. Right? Who are you? What do you do? Right? This is where it starts from. Ethics, a commitment to yourself, a commitment to who you really are. Okay. The next thing is we also see that in your posts, the quality of your posts, quality of pictures you put out. The next thing is your offer. Oh, let me talk about comms also. There's something I wanted to talk about, which is one of the reasons I decided to do this session. And what I'll talk about in comms is the way you respond to people. Let's start from the way you prospect. When you go into people's inboxes to chat, are you being honest, or have you just typed for yourself, this wonderful you've just gone to ChatGPT and said, oh, please, can you type something for me that is convincing, to convince people, that I can use to introduce myself, a convincing introduction. And for everybody, you are lying to them. We can smell your lies. We can smell those lies. How many people can smell the lies? When somebody reaches out to you and you know that you don't love me, you don't appreciate my post, you're just lying to me. Both of us, both you and I, we know that we are lying to ourselves, right? We know. Prospecting, yes, we know you want to sell, but there is a part of selling that is you forgetting yourself and truly understanding the needs of your clients and how you may be able to come in. You need to get to that point where that is really who you are, rather than stop seeing people as if they are mangoes that you want to eat. You're just looking at them like, how can I suck this one? How can I milk this one? How can I get money from this one? Nobody wants to feel that way, okay? Instead, be true in your communication. If you truly like somebody, right? If you really want to prospect, go and ask yourself, what can I really do for this person? Look at the profile, look at what they're doing and say, what can I really contribute to this person's life? How will my skill really help this person solve their problems? And that will help you with better communication. Let's talk about something else, something interesting. When you get to that point, let's say you've even started doing your prospecting and then it's really going well. You get to that point where it's time for conversion, right? The client is happy with it. The person says, oh, let's meet up for a chat, right? And the person drops their phone number for you and says, let's talk on WhatsApp, right? You see, I've seen a lot of people do this. And if you're in Yafri, I want this to begin to change. If you're going from one platform to another platform, don't assume that the person does not have a life. The person you're going to meet does not have no husband, no children, no job. The person is jobless. such that you are the only person that exists in the person's world. Because why else on earth would you go into somebody's WhatsApp and just type and just start talking? So let's, like, from where to where? They don't. Some people don't remember you. Maybe others do. But because I said I gave you my WhatsApp number and said, oh, let's chat on WhatsApp. By the time you get to WhatsApp, what's the normal thing to do? Please let me see if we have some normal people in this house. What's the normal thing to do when you get to a new platform? Is the same person you're chatting with. This person has given you their phone number. Please, can somebody type what the normal thing to do is? I'm not going to say that. I'll see if anybody gets it, then we'll come back to it, right? Because I see that a lot. Sometimes in the Afri community, somebody just reaches out to me. They just say the form is not opening. I'm like, who is this? Who are you? How am I supposed to help you? Thank you so much. God bless you, Rachel, Ifunaya, and Charismata. Thank you so much. You introduce yourself again. You introduce yourself again. Hi, my name is so person. We were chatting on LinkedIn. You do that. Oh, you're going from inside the community to chat with somebody somewhere. You don't just go and say, oh yeah, send me this, or you just send them a document. That's my portfolio. What am I supposed to do with it? You reintroduce yourself. Hi, this is so person from so community. You reintroduce yourself and then we move on. Thank you so much to all the people typing. Let's remember, it's these little things that show your character. People judge you by these tiny things, whether you like it or not, right? We can sit here and keep saying, we listen, we don't judge. We listen, we don't, but you are being judged every day of your life, okay? All right, so reintroducing yourself when you move from one platform to the other is important, okay? And it also shows that you value the person. It shows that you're thoughtful. It's a sign of thoughtfulness that, oh, I know you're busy. You might not remember me. It reduces the arrogance. Do you see that? Because it might be read as arrogance. It might be read as reintroduce yourself. You want to ask somebody for something. The other day, we've become very good friends now. One of my very good friends, from the community reached out to me and said, oh, send me a quote. She said, send me a quote. I want to celebrate women. I had to come and say, hey, I should send you a quote. Do you understand? Instead, oh, good afternoon, ma. I'm celebrating people. Can you because you're celebrating somebody does not mean that you've become the chairman of the whole world, right? So always put yourself in the other person's shoes. Oh, goodness. I don't want to go so far into this, but these are some little things that you can begin to think about, right? Let's talk about in your offer. In the offer that you give to people. Oh my goodness, my time is almost out. In the offer that you give to people, how do you show ethics? You show ethics by offering something of value. In the Bible, we see the story of two brothers that presented an offering to the Lord, right? Cain and Abel. The Bible talks about how the offering of Cain was so bad. He just brought anything. Do you understand? While Abel brought the best of himself, the best he had of himself. I'm asking you something again. Are you offering people your best, or you just put nonsense together and you're like, they should buy it? This is a food for thought. Think about it. Are you offering your best? Have you really thought about these people's problems? The solution you're providing, is it likely to effect any change, or you're just offering, I'm a social media manager, I can write posts? Are you thinking about their problems, or just thinking I can generate likes for them? You want them to pay you to generate likes. You know that they're not going to get anything from there, and you don't care. Ethics in your offer, even in the way you present the offer. Is it by mouth? Every time a client comes to you, you have nothing written down. Nothing is written down. It's always by mouth. Let me go and check. No portfolio. CV is all over the place. How do you present the things you present? Okay, so look at your ethics in that line. Ethics in your pricing. This is another one. This is a big one. You look at one person, because they live in what are the people they charge? They live in the UK, they live in Canada. Oh, this person lives in Australia. Your price will go up, right? You look at another person, and this one is a free, the price will go down. Yet it is the same value you're giving to both of them. Yet it is the same value. I'm not saying charge the same thing, right? But ensure that the value they will get is commensurate with the price that you're giving them. That is ethics. I'm not saying charge the same thing, but you sit down by yourself, put yourself in their shoes. How will they feel? What can I do to ensure that they do, they get something better? Ask yourself that question. Very important. Absolutely important. I'm not going to talk so much about it once again, but begin to think about that. Your pricing. How do I work out my pricing? On the Freelance MBA, there is an entire module on how you can do different levels of pricing. Okay. For those that are coming on the Freelance MBA, you will, in fact, this problem will be solved for you. But for others, sit down by yourself and start asking yourself, how can I make my pricing commensurate to the value that I bring? Very important question. Ethics in your transactions, right? So after they've paid you, you and your client, you've agreed, we're going to go ahead. Your time management. If the meeting is 6, do you show up at 6? Or is always, I'm sorry, ma, I'm sorry, I'm very sorry, ma. Oh, there were cows on the road. As I was trying to cross the road, that was how a car just entered. Nigerian network is very bad. Nigerian, you did not know network would be bad. You did not start logging in from 5:30 to inform the person that I'm trying to log in. The network is bad. You cannot be proactive. Is at that 6 o'clock. They are just looking for you, right? You did not try to log in at least 10 minutes before and quickly chat the person and say, oh, there's something wrong with the network. I'm hoping that, can we try another? You're not thinking about that. Think of that, okay? Accountability. When you say, I will deliver, are you able to deliver? And this part of accountability, this one I'm going to say to you, I want you to hold it in your left hand, like my people will say. And what is that part? The part where when it happens that you realize that you might not be able to deliver, are you proactive about informing the other party, or do you wait until things go wrong, and that is when you now come back and say, that's when you now, do you understand? Are you proactive about communication? When you're doing the project, do you carry this person along? Do you carry your clients along? Or it is after you've now failed? That is even the clients that will first say you did not do it well. You now say, sorry, ma, it was my son that was crying that time. I now speed water, my laptop now spoiled. Are you proactive about it? Right? And finally, post-transaction. Under post-transaction, are people still in the house? It's very silent, oh, very, very silent. Abi, please let me know what's going on. It's really silent in the house. Do I need to pipe down? The fire is plenty. Oh my God. Oh my God. Please let me know what's going on, okay? Let me know what's going on so that I know how to I don't even know the word. All right. Now, post-transaction, when you're done dealing with the client, you see, one of the things I've noticed with many freelancers, in fact, I've even decided I'll stop doing it. Many freelancers that do a shoddy job, they are the first to start running for recommendation and feedback. And I've said in my life, I will not give anybody recommendation and feedback too early anymore. I've noticed that before you've not even finished the job, they've taught you, because you already know that after the job, you can never get the recommendation. You will now start pressuring your clients to quickly get the recommendation early, right? Because you know that after you cannot get recommendation. The reason you're getting recommendation is not because you want to really hear feedback from your client on how you did. It's because you want to take the client's recommendation and then you just want to be posting it everywhere. You don't even care how the client feels about it. Let me just be posting everywhere. That's what you want to use recommendation for, right? So that's another thing that we need to what do you call it now? We need to work on. Another thing that we really need to work on. Okay. All right. So the next thing, give me a second, please. Yeah. The next thing I want to talk about is post transaction also. So I've talked about getting feedback from your clients. Let your feedback be because you want to learn. Okay, it's good to post feedback. I post feedback too. In fact, I have so much feedback. Sometimes I don't know what, they overwhelm me, right? It's not about just posting. There's nothing wrong with posting the feedback, but make sure that your client is truly satisfied. Let your client satisfaction be more important than the fact that you want to quickly post the feedback so that other people can get something from you. Okay, let's go to, I'm going to rush through the remaining two. Developing corporate competence. I've talked about this over and over again too. John Maxwell says, you cannot give what you do not have. Your competence will sustain your character. Biolu says, ethics minus competence is zero. If you have good ethics, in Yoruba, we call it ikunle onshewa. If you are Yoruba, type it. Like, to be kneeling down, because I come from a tribe of people that we're very big on respect. But my people will say that the fact that you're kneeling to greet me does not mean that you have good character. Ikunle kò kí ń ṣe ìwà. I'm telling you that again. The fact that, yeah, you were nice, you talk to the person and all of that does not mean that you're well. See, good behavior is that you deliver what you promised. You under promise and over deliver. If you're not Yoruba, you can type this one. Say, I under promise, I over deliver. That is what you must do. That must be your attitude. Under promise, over deliver. Not that you just manage what you promise. You manage to deliver 2 or 3 out of it. You over deliver what you have promised. Okay? Over deliver what you've promised. That should be the way you think, the way you do your things. Yes, that's the way you should do your things. All right. So ethics minus competence is zero. So how do you improve in competence? If you work with me and you don't know Kenai already, you are not together. Continuous and never ending improvement. Somebody said to me, one of the people I work with, she said to me during this week, she said, one thing I've learned from you, I get 1% better every day. And I say it a lot. Every day I must learn something. I must learn something every single day. I have people I listen to. So apart from the big trainings, YouTube is over bursting with trainings on anything in this world. Anything in this world. As a graphics designer, how many videos have you watched this week on something to improve your graphics? Or it's just for you to be posting on LinkedIn? Every single day you must be improving, right? You must be improving by learning. You improve by learning. You improve by experience. Some people say to me, I don't have any job. I understand that, yes, it might be hard sometimes to get a job. But my question is, how do you allow a week pass and you've not practiced your skill? If you don't have job, create job for yourself. Go and find somebody that needs what you have and let them practice something for them. The job that nobody sent you, go and do it. Because you have the 10,000 hour rule. If you've not heard the 10,000 hour rule, you need to watch my other trainings, okay? 10,000 hours. It takes 10,000 hours before you can say you have mastered anything in this life. How many hours have you worked on what you're doing? For those that are working 9 to 5, it takes them how many years? Between 3 to 5 years before they can achieve 10,000 hours. Not to talk of you that you're doing this freelancing part-time. You need to put in the hours. Somebody said, I need to put in the hours. I need to put in the hours. That's the hours of practice. The hours of practice is 10,000. Learning is every day. You have the big trainings. Every year you must sit down. These are the trainings I must complete for my crafts. And I'm not just talking about people that take all sorts of certifications that have nothing to do with their crafts. The certification you're taking, it has nothing, absolutely nothing to do with your craft. I'm talking about the people that are committed. They're committed to, okay, I'm a graphics designer. Who are the best graphics designers in Lagos? Okay, on social media today. You mention them. Okay, I must take their training. I must take this one's training. I must take this one's training. Okay, worldwide, who are the big people? How much is that? You have to know the price, and you have to begin to plan towards getting it. You must have a plan every year. This is my small training. This is my medium training. This is my big training on the craft that you are professing. Okay, And then finally, let's move ahead quickly. Okay, let's move ahead quickly. Value versus service. Competence is when you get to that point. We've discussed this before. Is when you get to that point where it's not just about I've done the work, I put in the time. It's about, did you gain the results for the client? You do graphics, you've designed graphics, you don't care. Did the person's conversion increase? Did more people sign up because of the graphics? Precious Chinkere did the graphics for my book, Chiking a Billionaire. Till date, I have so many people that will say it is because of my graphics that they bought the book. That they're like, the graphics is so fine, they just wanted to see what was inside. Is that the way people talk about your work, or your own is just that I've created the book cover? That's it. Is that how? Do you understand? Results, not just time. Not that I've put in my time. Okay, I've just delivered the service. It's not just the service. Do you understand? It is the result. Somebody say result, not just service. Say result, not just service. Be result minded, be result oriented. Okay. All right, so the next thing we're going to talk about is the place of character in freelancing. This is where we're going to end it, okay? By now, I'm sure that Blessing is looking at me and like, oh my goodness, is this 20 minutes? Coach B, is this 20 minutes? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Blessing. I'm so sorry, Blessing, okay? All right, so let's go. Finally, the place of character in freelancing. Reputation is not what people think of you. Sorry, reputation is what people think of you, right? What people think from the outside. But character is who you really are. And see, character, we say again in Yoruba, we say efiniwa. That means your character is like smoke. You cannot keep it, it will come out. You can't keep it for too long. Cover it, after a while, it will seep out, right? Character is like smoke. Okay, so your reputation is what you try to make people believe. But once people begin to work with you, even the reputation, over a while, it will seep out. Your character will seep out from the reputation. And God help you when you've grown a great following without character. Oh, what a great embarrassment. What a great fall that will be eventually. Okay, so please, these are things to think about, okay? And when you're thinking about the place of character in freelancing, you're thinking about your self-preservation. See, many of us that are here today will not be freelancers forever. Many people, sometimes we forget that we won't be freelancers forever. Some people, their freelancing journey would even end this year. You get a good job. So what will happen if you've thrown away ethics, you've thrown away character just to gain clout? You have used hook that is not true. You have lied. You have done this. You have done that. Will you go and start deleting all those things? All the things you said, will you start deleting them? Think of it for self-preservation. For self-preservation. It almost looks to many young people, you feel like it's not possible, I'll still be doing this. I tell you, there are people that they just got married alone and then we've not been seeing them on LinkedIn, right? Or somebody had a baby and that was the last we saw of them. Okay? Self-preservation. There's a life after freelancing. There is a life after. Make sure that you're true to preservation, to yourself, okay? It also helps you to handle difficult situations, right? Because you're being true to your character. And finally, you want to build a legacy instead of just building a career. Okay, let me end with these three things I want you to think about. Character over convenience. Character over convenience. Excellence over excuses. And trust over tricks. Okay, character over convenience, excellence over excuses, and trust over tricks. Thank you so much. Have you learned something?
Oh my goodness. If you are in the house, I said make some noise. Oh my goodness, that was amazing. Thank you so much, Coach Biolutife Ademokoya. We really, really appreciate you. Who else can be your freelancer coach? If not ourselves, Freelancer MBA series, and Yafri community boss herself, Madam Biolutife and Coach B. Thank you so much for this amazing, amazing keynote speech that you've given us. We are so happy. Please, if you are in the house, drop some emoji in the comment section. Like, how did she manage to put all this together? Remember, don't miss the last 3 points. It is very, very important. Communication in freelancing can never be overemphasized. Like, honestly, can never be overemphasized. Not just being a freelancer alone, in all aspects of life. I think communication is one of the top skills every industry look for. So, as a freelancer or aspiring to become one, communication is paramount. Thank you so, so much, Coach Biolu Tife. We really appreciate you. That was an amazing speech, and we cannot overemphasize that. That was excellent, beautiful, amazing. Words of mouth cannot even express how much that speech alone has even transformed my evening. Please, I want you to drop something in the comment section. What exactly did you take? Just one, in one word. In one word, what did you take out of this whole 20 minutes plus keynote? Please drop it in the comment section. I would love to know what yours is, because mine is communication. Communication cannot be overemphasized. I would like you to drop yours. I will be checking the comment section now to see what some persons own are. Insightful. Yeah, Julia, that's amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much. Who else has dropped something in the comment section about that? Value. Oh my goodness. That is from Parison Street. Amazing. That is true. Then Emo Studio, character, correct. All of them are so amazing. Can you value over time? Excellent. Oma Pearl, that is very correct. Commitment, amazing, amazing, amazing. Oh my goodness, I am so, so happy that you all enjoyed this keynote. And then we will be moving to the next thing on our agenda for today. Some of our amazing, beautiful people are going to be sharing some of their testimonials. Oh my goodness! Let's make some noise, share some emoji. So I will be welcoming Madam Oluwasegun to, yes, Madam Oluwasegun Aminu to the studio. Madam Oluwasegun, you are welcome to the studio. How have you been?
Good evening.
Oh, sorry. Good evening, Mr. Oluwasegun. I'm so sorry. I thought it was Madam Oluwasegun, the other one. Okay, so I would just like you to briefly tell us how you came across the Afri community, and then just give us what impactful moments you've actually benefited from the Afri community, and what is one key takeaway that you want to leave for all of us today. Thank you.
All right. To be real quick about it, I came across Yafri community around last year, December. And then it was just me scrolling around LinkedIn. And then I just came across the post. And I was like, okay, how can I join this? And even before time, I came across Madam Biolu.
Please go ahead. We are
But
listening. Go
yes,
ahead.
okay. So I always scroll past her post, but that particular one caught me, and then I signed up for it, and then I couldn't even attend the live class. So it was
1 minute,
after three
please.
days.
Welcome,
Yeah,
Madam Effinwa. Welcome. You're welcome. We're going to give you the mic soon. So please, Mr. Oluwasegun, continue.
yeah, okay. So I came across the course, and I couldn't even attend. Like I wasn't present in the live session. So it was after 3 days that I came on board, and then I watched the lesson. It was 3 good solid hours, more than 3 hours, but I didn't I couldn't watch it once, so I had to watch it twice. And then it was worth watching. Like the time spent on it was worth it. So I decided to go for the real freelance MBA itself. And honestly, there were books that we read. Within just 3 months, we read 3 books, and it was choking, amazingly choking, honestly. Yes, yes, yes. It was amazingly choking. Yeah, so the book Jackie the Billionaire is, oh God, I don't know how to put that book. That book opened my eyes to so many things, my mindset, my perception to so many things. Okay, as a freelancer, I observed that you don't have to be on the spot, and you can even be. You don't need to be sharpened before you come in. You can be the way you are coming in, but then along the line, you need to sharpen up yourself. Yeah.
Hey,
So
that is amazing. Sharpen yourself in the process. Don't wait to be perfect.
yes,
Mr. Shagun,
yes.
it will give you tonight. You're going to complete the whole 2 hours for us. Please, can you just tell us what is one key takeaway you want us to take away from this? And what is one thing about the MBA, freelance MBA, that has impacted you? Just one, and gave us your takeaway. Thank you.
Okay. So my big takeaway actually is that I just said it. I just said it actually. So my big takeaway is
Mm-hmm.
come in the way you are, but do not remain the same. Sharpen up yourself. So that is it for me. Thank you so much.
Hello, am I the one? Have we lost him? Oh my goodness. Mr. Shegu, thank you so much for coming to give us your amazing testimony. Please, if you are still in, I would love you to come back and tell us what you want us to take home. Just one word you want us to take home. But, Madam Ifenwa, you are welcome to the studio. How are you doing today? Please unmute yourself and let us know.
I I am doing amazing. I'm doing well. Thank you very much, Blessing.
Thank You're welcome, Ma. Okay, so I just want you to briefly tell us what is one thing, how did you came across Yapri community or MBA freelance? And then what is one thing that has this whole training has imparted into you? And what is one key takeaway you want all of us to learn tonight? Thank you.
Okay. I'm sorry for bumping in into the studio like that. Sorry, earlier
Please,
on.
can you share your
Okay, yeah,
video?
so
We want to see your beautiful face.
I am like, how you think that you have planned everything out and then all of a sudden, like Nigeria just happens to you. So all of a sudden, like,
Oh,
you know, there's no power and all of that.
can you hear me? Madam
Okay.
Ifewa, can you still
Can you
hear
hear
me?
me?
Okay, yeah. Please go ahead. Yes, please. Please go ahead. Yes, we can hear you. Please go ahead. Oh, I think we lost you again. Please, can you just take your time? We'll call you back again. Let's welcome our second keynote speaker, the person of Mr. Babatunde James. He is a professional ghostwriter, a marketer with title, and also the master of Upwork himself. Is the Upwork coach for today, and he will be telling us how to unlock our success on Upwork. I officially welcome you, Mr. Babatunde James. The studio is yours.
Okay, fam. I'm not sure what happened, but Coach Babs just dropped off the call. I'll see if we can bring him back. Yeah. Okay, I think he might be back now. Coach Babs, are you there?
Yes, good evening, everyone.
Good evening. You're welcome.
Thank you so much for bringing me on for this. Can I go on?
Yes, please. Yes, please. I would log off now.
Okay. All right. So good evening, everyone. Like I don't know everybody in the house, but my name is James, and everybody calls me Babs, even when my name is not Babs. But I think I prefer that. So thank you, Coach B. For counting me worthy to be on your space today. Thank you, Blessing, for that wonderful introduction. Okay. One of the I would say this one of the best LinkedIn ghostwriter you can find anywhere in Africa, and I'm a professional marketer. Okay, my freelancing journey started about 5 years ago. Yeah, I started like everyone, and struggling to actually build landing pages for affiliate marketers in Nigeria. Then, okay, you will remember that affiliate marketing wave, started about 5 years ago in Nigeria, and I started. How can I make money online? Okay, how can I join these people and make so much money online? Right. So I started building landing pages for them until I discovered Upwork, which is going to be our bone of contention this evening. But before we go into what I have for us to this night, I would love to talk about the freelance mindset. Yeah, I know Coach B would have said so many things, taught a lot of things in our classes, but I still want to remind us about the importance of mindset for a freelancer. Right, from my experience as a freelancer in Nigeria, yeah, I've met a lot of freelancers in Nigeria, and one of the things I would say affect freelancers in Nigeria is their mindsets. Okay, a lot of us, I want to put us together now. A lot of us have this scarcity mindset of a thing. Okay, we believe, oh, there's no opportunity in Africa. Nobody's going to hire us. Oh, the all the jobs are going to Asia. They are going to the United States. They are going to the UK. But it is the foundation of our problem. I will say that again. The scarcity mindset is the foundation of everything we want to do online. Okay. The moment whereby we have that scarcity mindset, oh, I am not enough. I don't think people will hire me from abroad. Oh, I'm not sure I can deliver this. Then you are limiting yourself to what you can actually achieve with freelancing. Right. Once again, I've been a freelancer for 5 years, and by the glory of God, I'm married with a kid, and I am still a freelancer living comfortably in Nigeria. So it means that the moment you can change your mindset from scarcity to abundance, then a lot of things are going to change in your freelance journey. I will say that again. The moment you can change your mindset from scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset, then you have started the journey. You have started to be on the winning side of the journey. So that's number one. So how do you achieve this? Number one is to believe in yourself, believe in your abilities. Yes, I've come across freelancers in Nigeria, who claim what they cannot do. And if you're an Upwork and you are like that, Upwork is going to expose you. All right. I think Coach B said some things about that. That your personality must match whatever you want to do online, and this is the same for Upwork again. So this is the mindset every freelancer must have. Okay, you are not better. Sorry, your counterparts in the United States, your counterparts in Asia, they are not better than you. You should know that they are not better than you. And the reason why you can get more jobs than them is this. I will explain this, and I want you to take note of this. Right? Upwork is a United States company, and almost every business owner in the United States uses Upwork. So it means there are jobs on Upwork on a daily basis. You don't even need to find it. Jobs find you on Upwork. But if you are not prepared for the job, then you are going to miss out a lot. That's why what you put out online must match what you know. It must be the same. It must match what you know. All right. So the United States companies, they prefer to come to Africa or Asia to hire freelancers. So that's an opportunity for us. But if you are not prepared, you are not going to get it. And the reason why they do that is this: they are into business. And when you want to hire a freelancer in the United States, it's expensive. So they prefer to come to Africa, they prefer to go to Asia to hire people and pay like $1,000, 1,500, 2,000, and they are still good to go. Okay, the conversation started from freelancers making $1,000 in a month. Yes, if your mindset is of scarcity, there's no way this is going to be possible. So you have to believe in yourself and you have to do your homework very well. So Upwork is a place of opportunity, a platform that gives you everything you want, but you need to believe in yourself. So quickly, I'll do an introduction about Upwork. What is Upwork and how can you leverage Upwork? Okay, Upwork is like a marketplace that joins a client and a freelancer together. I'll say that again. Upwork is like a marketplace that brings the client and a freelancer together. All right. So a client needs someone to work on a project for them and they don't know where to go. And a freelancer again needs a client to work with and he or she does not know where to go and find them. Okay, you would have heard code DMs a lot, people reaching out on social media, on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on Twitter. But Upwork is different. Upwork brings you the job. You don't have to chase it. All you need to do is to just attract the job. So Upwork itself brings you close, brings the job from the client to the freelancer, brings the freelancer to the client. So it's a place whereby you see a lot of jobs every day posted by this business owner in the United States, around the world. Let me put it like that: around the world. Jobs are there for you, but if you don't know what you are doing, then you are going to miss out a lot. Okay, so it's a marketplace and you need to be prepared as a freelancer. So now, why are freelancers not getting jobs on Upwork? Let's talk about that a bit, maybe in 5 minutes, then we'll go into the real thing. How you can leverage on Upwork, utilize Upwork, and make a lot of money every month for yourself. Okay, now we'll say this. You see, the Nigerian freelancers, these are people that want to make money and do not want to do anything. They don't want to understand a platform. They don't want to understand their clients. They don't want to understand anything. All they are interested in is just give me the money, which should not be so. I've worked with a lot of freelancers, and this is what I can say about them, especially from Nigeria. Yeah, I heard Kenyans are trying and Kenyans are competing now with the Asians. When it comes to Nigeria, a client, can second guess what we can deliver, and this to change. All right. So the reason why a lot of us are not getting jobs on Upwork is because we do not understand the platform. We do not understand the platform. Okay, I will tell you this for free. Upwork, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, they are built with an algorithm, and you should understand it at least a bit, maybe like 50%, for you to actually do something, excel on this platform. So I'll be breaking down some of the algorithm, some of how the Upwork algorithm was built. So now let's start with what Coach B said, that if you're on LinkedIn and you want to sell something to people, then your personality must match the offer you are presenting to the table. She used a word, I think I forgot now, that your profile picture should not be, I've forgotten how she said it, but very funny. And that's the bitter truth. You should present yourself so well that before you present your offer, people are coming and asking you questions. Oh, do you do this? Do you do that? Do you do this? And this is just going to take you a little time to fix all these things. All these things. I'm very sure we've heard this before, that nobody buys from somebody they don't know, somebody they don't like, and someone they don't trust. So for Upwork, I'm just going to pick the like. If I don't like your profile, I might not really want to buy from you. I might not really want to invite you for a job on Upwork. Why? Because you can't just present yourself anyhow on this platform. You must present yourself and people will see value even before speaking to you. So this boils down to profile optimization on optimizing your Upwork account. Optimizing your Upwork account. Yeah, this is very different from every other social media. But it's be impossible for a client to actually invite you for a job, to read your proposal, if you don't do all these things. And one of the complaints people complain on Upwork is, oh, I've wasted a lot of connects, I've done this, I've done that, and nothing is working. You are doing it the wrong way. Don't forget I said the Upwork is built with an algorithm. The algorithm is set up in a way that you need to understand. So we are going to start from the picture, profile picture. As simple as it is magical. Okay? People want to see your face. Before I can give you my money, I actually want to see who is this person. I want to see how your picture portrays you. Okay? If I give you my money, are you going to deliver? Are you going to do this? Are you going to do that? So you must present your profile picture on Upwork very clean and clear. Clean and clear. Okay, you might think it does not matter, you can put anything, but it really matters. It matters. This is a platform providing you jobs every day. So if you don't present yourself very well, you might be losing a lot of money. For example, there are pictures you can't put on your DP on LinkedIn. And there are pictures you can't put you can't put some pictures that you are using on LinkedIn on your TikTok or on your Snap. So it differs from platform to platform like that. So we can still go with the same picture we use on LinkedIn, okay, because I know many of us are on LinkedIn. The same pictures, the same professional pictures we use on LinkedIn, also on our Upwork. Yeah, because some clients actually even ask you, do you have what's your this thing on LinkedIn? I want to see what you are doing on LinkedIn. Some of them want to know what you are doing on LinkedIn. So you can use the same profile picture you are using on LinkedIn, and that will be fine. So that's number one. Number two, it is the about session. But before I talk about the about session, which I want to be detailed there. I want to talk about the headline. Okay, one of the mistakes I see people do, freelancers do also on Upwork, is putting a lot of skills on their headline. Okay, you see someone putting let me use this WordPress developer, front end developer, full stack, blah blah blah, just combining everything together, thinking this is what will land you a job. No, Upwork prefers you to come as a specialist. The client on Upwork wants to hire people who are specialists. They don't want people who are generalists that knows everything. Yeah, because there's no way you will know everything, five things together, and you'll be able to deliver what they want. So these are people that are very particular about who they want. They want to see if you are a ghostwriter, you're a book ghostwriter, you are a book ghostwriter. If you're a social media manager, you should niche down to a platform. There's no way you can be so proud of yourself that you understand all the platform. No way. So you should niche down to either LinkedIn social media management or Instagram social media management. This is what they want. Don't think, oh, you are not going to get a job if you do it like that. So I want to put Facebook, LinkedIn, blah, blah, blah. No, it's keep chasing your client away, keep chasing people who are checking your profile out. They will just go and look for somebody who is an expert, who is a specialist in that thing that they need. So that is, so if you are a writer, okay, let's say you are a book ghostwriter, then you should just put a book ghostwriter, as simple as it is. Okay, when I started, the only thing I was that was on my Upwork is LinkedIn ghostwriter, and that is all. That is all. So it was later when people were asking, oh, can you also write for Twitter? Can you also do this? Can you also do SEO? That's when I added, okay, I can also do these things. But it is preferable that you just niche down to a skill, just one simple headline, and that will be all. So let's talk about the about section now. Don't forget, I said the other time that this platform is built in a way that the algorithm works for both the client and the freelancer. Yeah, I'm very sorry I can't share my screen because I'm actually in a program, and for the importance of this session, for this class, I just have to make it. I just have to make it. So that have been better if I can actually do those things. But I believe there will still be classes, and I'll talk to Coach B and present some videos, and she will send it to you. Okay, so the about session, it is not, oh, I studied marketing. I have 5 years experience in marketing. I have 8 years experience as a front end developer. Nobody cares about that. Nobody in the world cares about that. People cares about what you can deliver to them, the problem you can solve for them. That's what they care about. And I begin to understand this when I started hiring people. I don't care about your experience. Can you do this? Can you do this? Can you do that? If you can do it, then you get the job. And this is the same mindset for every client around the world. They want to know, can you solve this problem for me? And if you can solve it, they don't care. They don't care if you go to a university. They don't care if, but this is not me saying school is a scam. Sorry. So they don't care about your certificates. They don't care about your experience, but solve the problem for them and they will pay you for it. So it is the about session is about what you can render for the client. You have to stop all these. I have 5 years experience in this. I have a degree in that. I have a master's degree in this and blah. No. For example, I have a master's in marketing, and you can't see that on any of my profiles on social media. You will not see it because I understand this is not what these people want. They don't need it. Just solve the problem and go home with your money. So you have to make it in a way. I'm going to give you a framework to write that. Okay, like I said before, my promise, I'm going to make a video whereby I'm going to do it practically and send it to Coach B. Then she will deliver it to everyone. So you have to write with the past framework. For now, that is the only framework I know that works. And what is PASS? Okay, PASS is a copywriting framework that talks about a problem and also go ahead and agitate about the same problem. Then later talks about the solution you have for that problem. So it's so simple. If you want to write any about session, about this, about your about on LinkedIn, on Facebook, use the past framework. It works like fire. So you amplify the problem the client is facing. This shows that you understand the pain points. You agitate on the problem, that is, you show them if they are not solving this problem at this particular time, this is the danger that it will cause to their business. This is the danger it will cause to whatever they want to achieve. Then now you bring on a solution. And there's no way you are writing this with a past framework that some keywords in your industry will not be involved. And when I talk about keywords now, they're very powerful on LinkedIn, on Upwork, sorry. So once you stick with the past framework, there are some keywords that are going to show in whatever you are writing. So these keywords are the most perfect thing you need to actually optimize your Upwork account. If you don't have these keywords in your industry, I bet you will not get any job. Okay, this is the most reason why people say, oh, they have spent 1,000 connects, they have done this, they have done that. It is because you are not using the right keywords in your industry. Okay, for example, I'm in the LinkedIn ghostwriting space. It will be unwise of me to now put copywriting, to now use, let's say, to use marketing that are even still related, to use social media marketing, to use all these. No, I will look for the keywords that the clients who need a LinkedIn ghostwriter on Upwork that they use every time they post. Okay, you can go on Upwork and look for any job. You are going to see that under every job, there are some keywords that the clients are specified. So if these keywords are not included in your own profile, even if you apply for the job, sorry, your proposal is going down the deep, going down. The client is not going to see it. And that's how the algorithm is built. But the moment your own keywords, the keywords on your profile, matches with the keywords the client is using when posting the job, then it's going to be one of the top proposal, and the client can easily see that. The client can easily see it. So where most of us are making mistake is in these keywords. You can have a beautiful profile picture, a beautiful about, and you are not addressing these key things. Don't forget I said the past framework, we make sure that you have the keywords in your industry, because there's no way you are going to solve my problem and you don't know the keywords in my industry, in my niche. You don't know the pain point I am facing. But the moment you can highlight those things and use the past framework to write, then you are good to go and you make a lot of progress on Upwork. So the keyword is very important. I will do this practically and send to Coach B. Sorry, I can't share my screen this night. All right, so that's another part that is very important on Upwork. And I will say it again, if these keywords are not on your profile, if these keywords are not relevant to what you have on your headline, you can you can have 5,000 connects and you're not going to get one job, one single job. But the moment you perfect all these things, oh God, it's going to be like, oh, you are the only freelancer in the world, in Nigeria. Jobs coming in, invite coming in, like that, like that. And this will help you. Coach B said, you are not going to be a freelancer forever. She said, some of you might, just want to do freelancing to raise some money to start a business. Some of you, from freelancing, you can start building your own agency. But it starts from these little things. Sorry, I call it little. It's not little. You have to perfect all these things. So freelancing is very easy once you understand the foundation. Once you understand this aspect of SEO for Upwork, this thing, it is very easy to make $1,000 in a month. And again, before I talked about the last thing that gives a lot of people issue, which is the proposal, I would love to talk about this also. Upwork is a platform that needs your honesty as a freelancer. Upwork is a platform that needs your honesty as a freelancer, because everything you do on Upwork is visible. Anybody can access it. So let's say today you land a client, you land a job, and you were not able to deliver very well. Maybe your communication is wrong, your availability is, not something to write home about. Your delivery deadline is not there. See, these people you are looking to work with, this dollar you are looking for is there, they have it. But these are the people that are very honest. Like, they are very honest. If you give them a bad job, you cannot beg them. They'll give you a bad review. So that is why you need the honesty. Coach B said, if you cannot meet up a deadline, communicate to the client, and he or she will understand. I've been in that shoe so many times. These people, appreciate when you come to them, when you are just being honest to them. So if you know that you're a freelancer and there are some jobs you cannot do, don't apply for the job. Why? You can apply and luckily God answers your prayer and you got hired for the job. Right. At the end of it, you are not able to deliver to the satisfaction of the client. You get a bad review and it will be on your profile forever and ever. So this bad review pushes your incoming client away, because they are going to check your profile. What have you done before? They will check everything, and once you have maybe 2 stars from one client, 2 star, 3 star, 1 star, it's going to affect your Upwork account. Again, I said Upwork brings the client and the freelancer together. Yes, Upwork favors the client more because that's where the bulk of their money is coming from. But for the freelancer, the only way they like a freelancer on their platform is when you are doing good, is when you have good reviews from past clients. This is when they are going to now push your profile from where it is to more people that need that services. But if you have a bad review, they will protect the interest of their clients. They won't push your profile until it is fixed, because they don't want you to give their clients another bad job. So you must be honest about everything you are doing on Upwork. You must be honest. Last week, I rejected a job. And the reason why I rejected it was because we actually agreed, we have agreed everything. She has sent me an offer but when we got on the call, what this woman was saying was even more than what the offer entails. So I have to tell her on the call that I don't think I can do this because the workload is too much, and I don't want to disappoint you. I don't want to give you a bad job or take longer on this project. And she totally understood, and she ended the project. So don't think because you need money, you need urgent something, you have a job, and if you cannot do it, just say it, I cannot do it, because it appears on your profile and anybody in the world can access it. That's it. So now let's move to the proposal. Right? Freelancers, like I said before, especially in our country, Nigeria, we are lazy people. Yeah, we are lazy people. We don't want to know why this is done, why this should not be done, and why. So a lot of us now tend to use Chat GPT or any kind of AI to write our proposal. Some also use it to write the about section and all. And you understand this, that the result you are going to get, if you do it manually, AI cannot give you, especially when it comes to writing social media, anything social media, you can't get it with AI. And it is visible. Once you see an AI content like this, you can know that this is written with AI. So, as a freelancer, you must avoid AI on your Upwork. Don't use it at all. Don't use it at all. Because the people you are trying to work with, these are people that are not just starting business. These are people that have been in business for years. You're going to see some profile, they have spent more than 200K on Upwork alone. You see some, they have made more than $1 million on Upwork. Yes. So you should avoid anything AI on your profile, even with your proposal, because the moment you send it, once they see this is AI, then they understand that you are not authentic, you are not original. So just put your proposal somewhere. And you think, oh, why am I not getting replies? Why am I not getting this thing? It is because of what you are doing. So I've done some, template of proposals that have been working for me. Okay, since last year, I've been using just one template. And this is still working till tomorrow. So I'm going to compile everything for Coach B, and she's going to deliver it, like I said before. So there is a proposal for someone who is just starting his or her Upwork. There's proposal for somebody who is an intermediate. There's a proposal for people who are expert also. So we are going to combine everything together, and it's going to be delivered to you. So lastly, let's talk about reviews. Okay, I said if you deliver a good job, these people, they don't have problem. They'll give you a good review, 5 stars, even recommend it to their friends. Yes, but if the reviews are bad, then you should know that you are at fault, because these guys will deliver your money. That is the pay for the service you are delivering. They will deliver your money 100%. But they don't want you to deliver another bad job for another client. So they just have to be honest about the review they give you, and they will give you a bad review. And these reviews affect your Upwork account, either negatively or positively. Okay, the moment you start getting bad reviews, I think Upwork has limited it to 2 now. Once you have 2 bad reviews, they are going to decrease your GSS. And GSS means job success score. So, but the moment you start having 5 stars, they are going to give you what you deserve. So all these things are visible on your profile. You must do everything in your means, in your capacity, to actually make sure you know what you claim you do. You must understand it. Like Coach B said, that for you to master a skill, you must have spent 10,000 hours, which is very true. So as a freelancer, you must not go in a day and not learn something about what you are doing. You must not go in a day without learning new things about your skills. So once you have this covered, okay, you understand what you are doing, there will be confidence. And confidence is going to make you land more clients. There are some clients on Upwork that will say, oh, I want to see you. Let's talk one-on-one. So if you're not sure of what you can do, you're just going to get on the call, and they can sense it. Once you are not confident, they know you cannot do this job, and they will take it away from you. You will not hear from them again. Right. So I'm going to do a recap of everything I've said from the beginning. Said the freelance mindset is very important. Very, very important. Very important. Okay, you see your counterpart making 1,000, 2,000 in a month. It is very possible with you also. You just need to change your mindset from scarcity to abundance. The money is there. Don't worry, if it's the money is there. So to make 1,000 is very easy. You just need to move from that scarcity mindset to the abundance mindset. Number 2, I introduce us to the Upwork. The Upwork is a marketplace that connects the clients to the freelancer. So you don't need to even look for jobs. All you do is just open your phone or your laptop and scroll. You are going to see a lot of jobs posted by these people. So it means there are a lot of jobs in this world, but we have few freelancers that can actually deliver the job. So you need to work on your skills and master everything you need to master to get there. So I talked about the reason why freelancers are not getting jobs also. This because mainly they don't understand the keywords in their industry. Okay, the keyword is a magical stuff on Upwork that super change your progress on Upwork, in a very short time. So you need to understand the about, the headline. You need to understand how to write your proposals. You need to understand the keywords used by the client in your niche. Okay, I talked about the reviews also. Very important for a freelancer to actually get good reviews. And this means you have to be proactive when it comes to your communication. You have to be proactive when it comes to your job delivery, deadline, meeting deadlines, availability, and every other thing that pertains to the success of what you want to deliver to the client. So this is where I'm going to stop today. And it will be an honor for me to join again if there's an opportunity like that, so that I can show all these things to other people. But like I promised before, I'm going to record everything and send to Coach B. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you so much, Mr. Babatunde James. This was amazing. Do you know what? I didn't even want you to stop because everyone here who is a freelancer understands the importance of Upwork. And I wanted you to just continue until tomorrow. But unfortunately, we don't have all the time. So if you love what he did, if you are in it, and you believe what he said is absolutely true, I want you to celebrate him, like celebrate him. We are going to celebrate him within 30 seconds. Celebrate him, celebrate him, celebrate him because Mr. Babatunde gives us all. Like it was so raw. Celebrate him. He needs to be celebrated. No wonder he is the only West Africa, like the whole Africa ghost writer and Upwork coach. Can you imagine? It with just few minutes, it took us through how to put a very good profile picture that makes you stand out, attract the client to yourself, and then he went further to tell you, do not put so much long title. Let your title be brief. Be focused on what you are doing exactly. Are you a virtual assistant? Put a virtual assistant there. Are you a ghostwriter? A ghostwriter, that's fine. Are you a go high level expert? Put that one there. It is fine. Don't come and put you are a virtual assistant, executive assistant, customer support, ghostwriter, LinkedIn optima. No, he just paraphrased everything amazingly. Like, I need some emoji. The emoji I'm getting is not enough. Like, how can you give all this for free? Like, for free. This is supposed to be a boot camp, like a whole master class, and he just gave it for free in less than 30 minutes. Please, let's celebrate him. I want this celebration to get to 100. Like, I want the emoji to get to 100. I am saying 37 here. I am not satisfied. You know why? I am still not satisfied. Like, I am not satisfied. How can I be satisfied? Because the emojis are not coming in. Please let the emoji comes in. Let the emoji comes in. And what did he do? It took us back to where we have our about section, where it talks about the PAS, the problem, agitation, and the situation. Because this is where you have to infuse all the keywords related to your niche. That is amazing. More emojis. Like, I want more emojis. Because it's like, I'm not getting these emojis enough. Oh, these emojis the people are giving me is sweeting me now. And then it went down to your skills. Look at the about section. Like, go to your LinkedIn, your Upwork, check most mentioned, or I don't know what most is it most recent, or check the jobs. Go to the skills of the clients. Pick 15 best skills that keeps reoccurring. Infuse those skills to your skill section. That is when your profile will stop rank. Like this is the good things you will do to your profile, and your profile will just come ranking on top. And then it concluded with your cover letter. Do not use AI to write your cover letter. Everybody knows when it is AI. Talk to the client, personalize your cover letter. I use two strategy for my cover letter. One, I call it mirror strategy, and the second one is hook line strategy. Grab the attention of the person in your first two lines, and guess what? If you do all this, then go they rush you, no be you go they rush them. Okay, so thank you so much for the amazing speech notes that the keynote speech that you've given us, Mr. Babatunde James. We really appreciate you. Thank you. And we're looking forward to seeing more of you in our upcoming trainings. Okay, so now we are moving to the next agenda, testimonial. See, anytime it's testimonial time, I used to be very happy because this is proof, social proof. If you're not getting social proof of a training, my sister, my brother, think and well, oh, maybe it's one of those training that you are just wasting your money. So I officially welcome you, Madam Chidebere. This lady has the most amazing voice in the world. If you are still staying up to this point and you want to hear this lady's voice, then there is something happening to you tonight, because I can't just stop listening to her voice. Welcome, Madam Chidebere. We really appreciate you being here. We are so honored to have you here. So I want you to briefly tell us how you came across our community, be it the Yafri community and also the Freelance MBA, and then tell us what has our community imparted to you, and what is one key takeaway you want to give to all of us. Thank you.
Wow, wow, wow. Mentor B with the energy. Thank you so much. I always love your ginger. You are still filled with fire. Thank you very much for the invitation. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching from. My name is Chidebere Ezovi. I am a social media manager. So I came across the Yafri community on LinkedIn through Coach B. Coach B is a very amazing person. She has been a huge source of impact in my life. So I came across the Yafri committee. I joined the community, and from there, I joined the first cohort, the Freelance MBA first cohort. And the course really impacted me in so many ways. I was initially, before joining the course, I was very confused. But after the course, I got clarity and I decided to niche down in social media management. And so far, it has been amazing. And after we concluded the course, she mentioned that the next program was time management. I was so excited that, yes, so this is exactly what I needed, because as a freelancer and also a mother, I've been struggling on how to balance my time with my client and also with family time. So I hurriedly applied for the time management course, and the course has really changed me. It has transformed me. Right now, it's unlike me before. I don't normally jot things down. I don't list my tasks. I normally leave them on my head mostly. But now I'm always with pen and book, jotting things down, because we read a book on it. I think it's That Frog. Yeah, that book is value packed. You need to get that book. That book is value packed. It taught us to think on paper and also to think on paper. So I really appreciate that book. And because time is more than money. Once you lose your time, you cannot gain it back. So I treasure my time now. Before I commit myself to anything, I first and check the value I'm getting from that thing. If it's not worth my time, I just tell the person, please, let's do it some other time. And I use that time for something more meaningful. It has really helped me so much. I appreciate Coach B. I appreciate Mentor P. I appreciate Mentor B, our Ginger Mama, and I appreciate the other members of the time management program. I'm so grateful for this transformation you have done to me, and I will always and fully recommend time management program and also the freelance MBA to any freelancer struggling with time management or anyone who wants to start
Thank you so much, Madam Chidiebere, the most beautiful voice for tonight. Like, who else noticed that voice? If you notice that voice, I want you to drop some emojis. Like, can you listen to that voice? That voice was so sweetening. Like, the voice was so calming. I don't know how she managed to get those beautiful voice. But anyways, welcome and thank you. If you are still in this training up till now, I want you to take the code for our second keynote speaker, and the code is green. Remember, we gave the first code when the first keynote speaker spoke, right? And now the second code is green. So jot it down because that will qualify you for our silver member in the community. And if you become our silver member, you're going to be getting the opportunity to land the gigs or to hear about any recruitment in our community. So I repeat again, green. Then let's move to testimonial, our second testimony for this second keynote speaker. We will be welcoming Mr. Kingsley. Mr. Kingsley, can you hear us?
I am a woman.
Oh, sorry. Oh, okay. Oh, very nice. So sorry. Apologies. All right. So, good evening, ma'am, and welcome to today's. Oh, sorry, we lost Madam Chidebere, but that's fine, Madam Chidebere. Thank you so much. It was wonderful hearing your amazing voice, and we really appreciate you. I love the fact that you talked about the boot camp. That 21 days time mastery boot camp was amazing. To be honest, don't manage your time. You don't manage your time. Nobody manages time because your time is limited. Maximize time. That is the keynote. No management of time. You only maximize time. Use the 24 hours to work for you, not against you. So now I will call Madam Benes into the studio. Welcome, ma. I only heard a little of your voice, but I must say that is an amazing voice. Good evening, ma, and the floor is yours. Can you briefly tell us how you came across our community, what you've benefited from our community so far, and what is one key takeaway you want us to go home tonight with? Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, good evening once again. My name is Bernice Kingsley. I came across Yafe community
Please, can you hear her?
2024.
If you can, please, I want you to drop in the comment section. Ma, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Okay,
I
is my voice not audible enough?
Oh yes, please go
You
ahead. I
can
can
hear
hear
me?
you now. I can hear you now. Excellent. I can. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. All right. I came across Yafe community 2024. I think towards the end of the year. I can't remember the exact month. And I've been stuck, since then. You all agree with me that Coach B is not somebody you come across and you disappear from maybe her community because she loads you. Bible says daily loads you with benefits, and there's no dull moment in her community. So I was stuck, some then. And then when she came up with the freelance MBA, because of the value I've already gotten, and I know I needed more. As a freelancer, most of us start without clarity, not knowing exactly, how to niche down, where to fall in. Even if you have a career path, you don't know exactly, where to stay, to stand, how there's no clarity. Let me put it that way. So I came on board freelance community, and the first module that we had was gaining clarity. We went through a session where she gave us practicals on how to go about getting clarity on your vision, understanding your passion, your interest to vision, not mixing them in all. And one thing I was able to do, and I was glad about it, is I was able to craft my own mission statement. It was something I always wondered how people do how organizations went about it. I didn't know how they crafted it, but being on the freelance MBA gave me that opportunity to be able to do that. Also, the reading culture, you can't escape that. You have to learn to read. So if you're somebody who does not like reading or who feel lazy in reading, you'll be taxed with that. So that's another thing I also enjoyed. I loved it. Within 5 weeks, I was able to read 3 books. And the last one was the Almighty book, chapters, but we still have to read, and understand. And most of those books were mind shifting. You sometimes you think you have known it all, but then when you pay for courses, that is when you really understand that you don't know anything. So I'll encourage people, there is not every time free things does not really pay. You only get snippets when you are in you just get like the crumbs. But when you pay for a course or for a program, then you really get the nitty-gritty. If you really want to grow, I'll encourage you to come on board the freelance MBA, because there's a lot that you will learn. You will learn how to even craft your own your offers, irresistible offers, is to be able to grow. There's a lot, but I think I will have to stop here. Take too much time, and I've gained a lot.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Thank you so much, Ma. We really appreciate. So remember, our key takeaway is take courses, improve yourself, grow yourself, and that is it. Even if you start without clarity, that is not a barrier. Grow and improve yourself. Don't wait to be perfect. Start the process. Start as imperfect. And through the process, head to perfection. That is the thing you need to take home. I really love that takeaway. Thank you so much, Madam Benice. We really appreciate you. And now we are giving room to Mr. Temilehin Adeni. Welcome on board, sir. Can you briefly tell us how you came across our program and how the program has impacted your journey so far, and what is one key takeaway you want us to go home with? Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for having me here. All right. So can you hear me clearly?
Yes, we can. Please go ahead.
To answer your question, I actually met Coach B on LinkedIn, and it's been pretty amazing for me. So we met on LinkedIn, and we were able to discuss one or two, and she was able to, teach me about a couple of things, and I'm really glad I met her. So sorry, what's the other questions?
That's amazing. Thank you. So, what impact have this meeting had so far? What has it impacted on your journey as a freelancer so far?
All right, it's more of an enlightenment. She was able to enlighten me about things I need to know about personal growth, and it's really the area I did not even realize myself. And meeting her has been so amazing for me to actually look at that part of myself, and it's been pretty much amazing.
Wow. Thank you so much. See, I don't know if you asked, please drop some emojis. Can you see what our community has been doing? Everybody is being impacted. Like everyone is getting one or two impact from the community. Where will you be as a freelancer if not your free community and freelance MBA? If you are not in our community, please join our silver membership now. It is free of charge. All right. So, what is one key takeaway you would like us to go home with tonight?
All right, so what I will say is the class is so amazing. You should, try it out and, give it time, give yourself time to learn the things that, she's passing across.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate that.
Just a quick one, sorry. Just a quick one. I think I'm sure Timile himself is very confused. Okay, so Timmy is somebody that came in from the direct recruitment. Is not a member of Yafri, except he has just recently joined. Okay.
Okay.
Hi, Timmy.
Yes,
Hi,
I'm here,
Timmy.
coach.
How are you? I'm sure you were wondering, like, what happened?
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So I just wanted to share what I wanted Timmy to share. Is not one of the freelance MBA people. So what I wanted Timmy to just share is how did we find you, right? And I'll just explain this very briefly. So on the Afri community started as a training community. Our job was let's just give freelancers the knowledge they need to thrive as freelancers anywhere, okay? But now we are gently moving into recruitment where we are meeting with people, creating these opportunities, and looking for freelancers that can do the job well, okay? And
Yeah.
Timmy is one of the people that has gotten a job like that through us. So can you just share that experience? That's what I wanted Timmy to share. Timmy, over to you.
All right. Thanks so much, coach. I was, pretty confused earlier, so I just had to.
Thank you.
I met coach, or coach met me on LinkedIn actually because she reached out to me first, and it was pretty amazing.
Okay.
So it was she contacted me. So I thought she was trying to give me a job directly from her, like a direct contract from her, but she actually referred my service to a company, an international company, and we've sealed the deal, and that's pretty amazing.
Thank you so much. So, Mr. Timilei, that means you benefited from our community, right? So,
Yes,
uh, uh,
yes.
you have learned some money.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for coming on board. We really appreciate you. I will be looking forward to more testimonials from you, all right, in the future, and also more money. And we can't wait to celebrate you landing your $10,000, like $10,000 before the end of this year. Okay, so let's move to our third keynote speaker. She is none other than the most beautiful, amazing, professional Mary Aqua. She is an HR professional. Let me add another thing, expert. HR expert. Don't leave her, drag her, hold her tight. She's also a career coach and she is a strategist. So if you are looking for your CV writing, top-notch CV writing that you can use to land gigs anywhere in the world, she is here to give you everything you need. So if you are still on this section, please, I want you to give her some emoji so that she can spill out everything. Like, drop some emojis. That emojis will encourage her. Drop that emoji. Let's celebrate her before she even come on board. Let's celebrate her, celebrate her, celebrate her. What is a freelancer without a good CV? Please celebrate her. Celebrate her in the comment section. Let's welcome none other than Madam Mary Aqua. You're welcome to the studio, ma'am. The studio is yours.
Thank you so much, Blessing. Thank you for having me. Hello, Coach B. Hello, everyone from the audience. It's really a pleasure to be here. And like she already mentioned, I'm Mariakia Himadadzi. You can simply call me Miss Dazzy. I'm okay with that. Okay, so today we are going to handle CV writing for African young African freelancers, yeah, free for short. Okay, so I want us to picture this scenario. In fact, I've been on the session right from the beginning, and Coach B has said a lot. Okay, so I will quickly go ahead because I'm told I have about 15 minutes. So I'll just do this very quickly. So tonight we are going to talk about the basics for CV writing, some of the essential sections that are relevant, especially in terms of um, online, applying for online, because I always say that CV is very subjective. Where you are, I mean, the country, your location, what you are doing, even what you are using the CV to do will tell you how you should go about it. So most often than not, CV is really subjective. Now, after the essentials, we'll talk about some tips and then some mistakes to avoid. Then we'll conclude, and then I have an advice for you all. Okay, so quickly, let's go to the next slide. All right, so I'm a Christian, so hello everyone. I'm a Christian. Forgive me, I have to use the Bible, okay? So when you read Luke chapter 14, as is showing on our screen, verse 28, it says, "For which of you intending to build a tower sits not down first, counts the cost, whether he have sufficient to finish it." So I want us to look at this scenario, okay? If you have a plot of land and you want to build a tower, all right, or a house, let's say a 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom. Now, what you have to do is to sit down. If I'm taking 1,000 Ghana cedis, or let's say $200 a month, I would have to sit down, structure it, and know that at the end of the month, I'm getting $200, or I'm a freelancer, and then projects comes as and when. All right. So I have to sit down. This house that I want to build, how do I go about it? What is some of the things that I need? How much at all do I need for this project? So this scenario, I want to bring back your attention to having a CV. All right. The reason why we are learning tonight is because we want to earn our first $1,000 as freelancers. Now, the $1,000 you want to earn is a goal. So that is the house, that is the project you want to get. All right, that is the project you are looking at. So that $1,000 is your destination. Now, the question is, how do you get that? So quickly, let me introduce this. Now, the CV is sort of a document that would help you to stand out. Please go to the next slide quickly. All right. So before you can build the tower, before you can build the house, like I mentioned earlier, the house here is our first $1,000 as a freelancer. Now, with that project in mind, what do you have to do? So you have to first get the basics right. The basics that you are going to get right is for you to sit down and calculate your cost, calculate the people you need on board, how much do you intend to use for that project, how are you going to manage your finances. If you are earning, let's say, $200 a month, you have other financial obligations, financial responsibility that you have to, meet. And so as much as possible, you'd be looking at all that. So the CV is sort of a bridge. All right. So first of all, know where you are, which I'll still go back to the example. I am earning $200, or freelancing, it comes as and when. So because of that, I have to understand where I am currently. That is to understand my situation. The CV is the bridge that will help me to get to my destination. Now, the destination, for you to understand that, is where you want to be. Where we want to be is to earn $1,000 and more as freelancers, which is our basic goal, for which we are all gathered here, for which Coach B has brought us together as one family, which is the Yafi community. All right. So those are the three things: to get the basics right, understand your situation, that is where you are, ensure that you have a good bridge, which is the CV, and then the next one is where you want to be, which is the destination. And then, like I mentioned, the destination here is $1,000 and above. That is the goal. Now, the bridge is our main focus, the bridge, which is the CV. Okay, so for example, how many of us here want to use a bridge that you are not so sure of? Sometimes I know in our African communities, we have some bridge that probably is on a river. You know, you want to get to another place and the bridge is faulty. You are not so sure. How many of us want to use a bridge that is probably faulty, is not even in right shape? How many of us would want to use that? Now, that is your CV. If your CV is faulty, in quotes, a bridge that is faulty, nobody would want to use it. Even you wouldn't want to use it because you are not even trusting what you are going to use it for. Okay, so for us to mend the bridge, for us to get a very good bridge that would lead us to our destination, what do we have to do? Now, there are some essentials, okay, for the bridge, which is the CV. If you are going to build a bridge, you will need your cement, you need your water, you need manpower, you need money, which is the very important thing. Now, with the CV, what do you need? The listed things here are the basic things that you need. The first one is the resume start. Okay, so if we talk about the resume start, which one is and then your address, your name, your email, your LinkedIn profile link, all right, your address and your contact. That is the first thing that we should see. Everybody should see when they pick your CV or your resume, all right. Now, in terms of the name, of course, you have to use your official your official name, okay, one that can be found on your ID card. The email should be an official email. The address it shouldn't be one that would let somebody locate your house. Okay, so for example, I won't mention the community or the town that I'm in, but when I say Accra, Ghana, that is what should be on my CV, but not to mention the town or the community which I am living in, because if I should do that, we are going to use the CV to apply for online jobs and all that. Your CV can get into the wrong hands, and I do not want to just let any other person just pick your CV and be able to locate your house. Okay, so what you have to do when you're writing the address, if you are in Accra, Ghana, you just indicate Accra, Ghana. If you are in Lagos, Nigeria, you just indicate Lagos, Nigeria. You don't put in some specific detail that would bring somebody to your house. Now, the main things here, after your resume starts, which is on top, don't write curriculum like a CV or a resume. It is irrelevant. It's just your name and the details I mentioned. Now, the next one is your professional summary. So your professional summary here should be like you giving a summary of the things that you do, or the things that you would want the recruiter to get in touch with you. And what are these things? The first one is who you are. The next one is your qualification, and the third one is why they should hire you. Who you are. So for me, I would say an HR professional with X experience in da 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 da. So that is how I am going to portray myself out there. Even as I'm doing it, I would want you to if you have your CV with you, just put it by you. Then as we go along, you just correct the errors, because we are doing everything today. All right, Coach B is a firewoman. So we are doing everything now. So if you have your CV, if you have a copy of your CV, whether hard copy or soft copy, just open it, and then as I go through it, you do that with me. Okay, so let me go back to it. I was talking about the summary, which is the first one, aside the top, which represent your name and the details. Now, the summary is who you are. And I said, in my case, I would say an HR professional with X experience in whatever qualification. Okay, so who you are, your qualification, and why we should hire you. Those are the three main things that should appear if you are writing a professional summary. And normally what is advised is that it should be in between 2 to 3 lines, at most 4. That is the maximum. All right. So the next one is skills. Now, if you are going to, that is the outline. After your professional summary, then you talk about skills, because we are going to use it for online application. We are freelancer, and then that is our main focus. So aside your summary, what other thing would attract a recruiter to you, which is your skills? So the skills here is normally should be job related. Whatever job you are applying for, those are the skills that you should put on the CV. Don't just put in any skills because you think that that is what you have seen online, that is what people are writing, or maybe that's what you possess, and so you think that it's something that you can add. No, the skills that you should put on the CV is what is relevant to the job that you are applying for. And so this evening, if you know you are eyeing a particular role, or you want to get an opportunity in a particular role, what I would advise you is right after this session, just go online. You can Google some of the skills that would make you stand out. Okay, then you can start learning, because I heard Coach B mention that we never stop learning. Learning is a daily process, and in fact, you can start it this evening. If you don't possess a particular skill, you can start this evening to learn. All right. So the next one is project. Now, Babatunde was also talking about the Upwork. I was also on, I heard it and all that. Now, the Upwork, you have done some projects. Okay, so after you have on the CV, after you have listed your skills or talked about your skills, the next one you have to do is to represent some of your projects. Now, what are some of the projects that you have done for other clients? Those are the things that should come after the skills. And so normally the outline should be the name of the project, your role, and then some of the tools that you used, basically. So that's how the outline should be. So let's take it for instance. I just want to be sure you understand me. So it's just an example, all right? So Jeffrey Community is a project that Coach B is handling. So I can say that. So I can use that to put in my CV. It's just an example, all right? So the project's name would be Young African Freelancers, then comma, then you bring your role. So let's say I was a community manager or a graphic designer for hair. So graphic designer, comma, and then some of the tools that I used. Then in delivering my work, it would also come. So basically, that's how it should be in summary. Again, when you are talking about the project, ensure that you are letting it reflect some of the results you achieve. Just being a graphic designer on the Yafi project does not mean that you know you achieve results, because at the end of the day, what the recruiter is looking at is impact. So though you were a graphic designer, you were the community manager, you were this and that and that, what did you achieve? The impact is what every recruiter or every hiring manager would be looking at. So as much as possible, if you are talking about the projects that you have done before to in your CV, ensure that it reflects results that you have achieved. It reflects impact as well. So quickly, the next one is experience. Now, most often than not, people get to represent the experience with duties. Okay, so let me explain this quickly. Experience is not your duties. All right, experience is not your duties. So when you are crafting your CV, as much as possible, ensure that you are letting the portion, which is the experience part or the experience session, represents the impact that you made So for example, those that would use duties for at the experience side, what they do is that they have knowledge, but when you are writing the experience section, don't represent it with the knowledge. So the knowledge is you having an idea in that particular field. Now, the experience is you applying that knowledge in that particular field. So if you're a graphic designer, if you're a social media manager, if you're a ghostwriter, if you're an HR, if you're whatever, you have gone through training, you have gone through school, you have trained yourself, whether online, whether in person, whatever. That is the knowledge you have gained. You are probably in that role. You learn on the job. That is also knowledge that you have gained. Now, for you to make write the experience, that knowledge you have gained is what you are going to apply. So the experience is the application of that knowledge. All right, so if you apply that knowledge on the job, what we want to understand is the results, the achievement that you have been able to do. And so as much as possible, if you are writing the experience part, if we are talking about impact, if we are talking about results, you have to represent it with metrics, with percentages, with numbers. So for example, you can say that managed, so managed, collaborated, streamlined, implemented, whatever. Those verbs, use that to represent whatever you're writing, and use numbers. So managed, let's say 10 social media accounts, whatever. Okay, it's just an example. Use numbers. So at the end of the day, what percentage did it what percentage of improvement did you do? Okay, so I can say manage 5 client social media accounts, boosting engagement by 25%. Okay, so with that, I am telling you who want to work with me that at the end of the day, I was able to boost engagement by 25%. I didn't come telling you that I was able to boost engagement. No, I have told you the percentage, the percentage of results, the percentage of impact that I was able to achieve. Okay, so if you're a hiring manager, if you're a recruiter, tell me, if 2 people are writing the same thing, where one said manage 5 social media accounts, boosting engagement, and then boosting engagement and improving, boosting engagement by 25%, and one that will say managed social media accounts for a client. Tell me, if you're a recruiter or a hiring manager, which of the 2 are you going to choose? Obviously the first person, because the person has told you what he or she was able to achieve. Now the next one is education. So the education here is some of the trainings that you were able to get, things that you learned on your own, the schooling that your schooling, the certificates you have acquired for yourself, everything about education. That is what you should put there. The education and the training is a bit linked, kind of, because the training here can be online or in person, aside the school that you went to. Okay, what other trainings have you done? As much as possible, there are trainings that are 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. It depends on the duration. All those trainings can be there. And with the trainings, the outline, or how you should present it on the CV, it should be the course name, the place or who organized it, and the date. So for the training aspect, you don't have to write a lot of things. No, just the course name. So let's say if I took fundamentals in, let's say, so I'm an HR, let me use HR. Okay, so for example, maybe introduction to human resource, that is the course name, comma. Then who organized it? Let's say maybe Tife Academy, comma. Then which date? What's today's date? Today is 29th. So introduction to human resource, then you bring your comma, then you would write Tife Academy, comma, then you'd write March 2025. That is all. So that is the outline. I am taking my time to go through the outline because when you are crafting your CV, presentation is very important. The presentation is what would impress or give somebody the vibe to still go ahead and look at the CV for a second time. At a first glance, if your CV is not impressing enough, or it's just anyhow, not properly presented, the outline, it's not encouraging for for the hiring manager to go ahead and read it more. All right, so quickly I'll go to the tips for CV writing success. Now, with all that I've said, it's not just these ones that will give you success. You will realize that from what I have mentioned earlier, if you are able to implement all of them, it is going to give you the success that you need. However, these 5 things are some things that you should pay attention to. And of course, they also fix into what I have said before. All right. So make it readable. And to make it readable, it should be structured and then eye-catching. I think I was just saying it before we came to this slide, where I was talking about the presentation. If anybody picks your CV and at a first glance, it is looking, let me say, beautiful, people would be prompted to still go ahead and read. They will want to know, okay, at the end of the day, let me get to know who this person is because I love what I'm seeing. All right. So make it readable, make it presentable. That's the first one. Now, the second one is use metrics, which I mentioned when I was explaining the experience part. Use numbers, use percentages. Talk about it. How many, so even if it's a project, how many people did you influence? How many people, benefited from that project? Use numbers to represent it. The next one is content and style. Now, what you say is important, and then how you say it, all right? But the how is very important. If you are telling us that you were on ABCD project or XYZ project, now you have told us that, how is that relevant to the job you are applying for? How should that, so if you are in that project, the question, if you are thinking like a hiring manager or an HR, what you should be asking yourself is, and so what? If you are on that project, and so what? The and so what is something that would help you to answer how you should present it. Okay, so if you're on that project, and so what? And so I was able to do ABCD. I was on that project, and so what? And so I was able to 1,000 people were able to benefit and resulted in ABCD. That is how it should be. Okay, so quickly let me go to the fourth one. Use job specific keywords and verbs. All right, I think I also mentioned this when I was explaining the skills part. Now, the job specific, okay, every job that you're applying for is something that, as much as possible, the CV you are using should be specific to that particular job that you are applying for. So let me give you this quick advice. Personally, what I do is that I have a CV, a very big one, of course, a CV that I write everything inside, every training. If there's a project that I'm on at work, after the project, successful implementation and all that, I come to write it inside. That is not the CV I'm going to use to apply for a job. No. But I have a mother CV. Let me put it that way for you to understand. I have a mother CV because, as much as possible, I have to ensure that I do not miss anything out in this professional journey of my life. Okay. So, to whoever that is on this call, have a mother CV. Write everything, write it inside. Any skill, write it. Any experience, write it. Any project, write it inside. And then if you are going to apply for a job, out of that mother CV, you pick the relevant ones that are specific to the job that you want to apply for. Okay, so that's where the specific keywords and verbs comes inside. Okay, so that's for point 4. The point 5 is adjust skills per each job. I have also mentioned that. I think my time is up. Let me just quickly go to the next one. So you adjust the skills per job. Like I mentioned, every skill, every job that you're applying for, the skills should be specific to that job. So quickly, let me go to the mistakes. So when you're crafting a CV, there are a lot of mistakes, okay, but for the purpose of time, I'm just doing 4, which is very important. The first one is an unprofessional email. Now, last year, I think November or October, I was on a panel where we're having an interview, okay, and what we realized was that some people just use any email to apply for a job. So when Babatunde was talking about the Upwork, okay, I know Upwork, you send proposals and all that. If you are able to, the recruiter reaches out to you, and at the end of the day, you are supposed to communicate with the person, via email, or you are supposed to apply via email, and then you send an email where the last time the person's email was sexy something something at gmail.com. If such an email pops up in the hiring manager, the recruiter, or even whoever, as long as it's an official something, ensure you are using a professional email. If you don't have one, craft one for yourself. Your name at gmail.com. Don't add some words to it. No, just use your name. And let me also say this, aside the mother CV I have, that is another free advice that I'm giving you, okay? Don't use one single email to do everything. As I'm seated here, I have emails that I use for, these apps that we are applying for, because these apps, when you are going to sign up to the app, they will ask you for an email. I have an email that I use for login, sign ups, and all that. I have an email where I use for my school because I'm still schooling. Right now, I'm doing my chartered program in human resource. I have an email that I use for everything about school, everything about trainings. I have an email where I use for all other things like sending somebody an email, which is of course not official, or the reason why I do this is that I do not want to miss out on important things. Okay, so that is another free advice that I'm giving you. Have a specific email that you are going to use for your official or important things. Okay, so the first mistake, I have said a lot about it, on unprofessional email, which I have explained. Let me go to the second one. Now, the second one is adding irrelevant jobs. Okay, so you having a mother CV does not mean that you should use that. Whatever that is stated in that CV is everything, that's all the experiences that you should add to, in terms, if you are going to apply for a job. No, the job that you are going to apply for, okay, if you know that some of the experiences that you have had previously is irrelevant to the job you want to apply for, just take it out. All right, because at the end of the day, people want 1-page, 2-page CVs at most. All right, and let me also say this, wherever you are in your career ladder or in your career journey determines the CV, because some of us, where we are is just a 1-page CV. That, yes, because that is the relevant things. The others are not relevant, they are irrelevant. Okay, so as much as possible, okay, use the relevant job experiences. Don't just use every job experience, because so if, as I'm seated here, at a point in my life, I had an opportunity to supervise a project, a building project. Okay, building project and human resource are two different things. So it's dependent on me if today, this evening, I am going to apply for a job. All right, it's dependent on me whether to include that or to just go ahead with the relevant skills I have in human resource, or to add that. And as I'm seated here, I know I'm not speaking for you, I'm speaking for myself. I know that supervising that project is not relevant. If I am going to apply for a human resource role, I will rather use the experiences I have in human resource and things that link to the human resource, to apply to represent my experiences. Okay, so that's the second one. Now the third one is no portfolio links. So I mentioned, if you have done other projects, as much as possible, try to add your portfolio link to the CV, where the recruiter, the hiring manager, can click and get to know what you have stated in your CV, because that also gives you an advantage over the others. Then the next one is wrong naming of the document. So don't just name the CV as document, or sometimes it's doc.cv. No, use your name, your full name, plus the job title, the job which you're applying for, to name the CV. So your name, then dash or underscore human resource, or let's say social media manager, because that's obviously what you are applying for. You use that for that, then dash or underscore CV. So that is how you should name your document. I hope. Okay, so I feel very lonely here. I hope you are all listening, and then you are jotting down these mistakes, because I mentioned that pick your CV. Okay, so I hope you are correcting those errors as we go ahead. All right, so this is my conclusion. All right, you can all see from the screen. So your CV is the gateway to your dreams and aspirations. Therefore, invest time and effort in crafting it so that it reflects your true worth. That is the conclusion. However, there's an advice I have for you. Next slide, please. I think I have exceeded my time. Okay, so I have another quotation for you, or a memory verse, a Bible verse, which is Numbers chapter 13, verse 30. It says, "Let us go up at once and possess it, for we are well able to overcome it." So this evening, through Coach B and through all other stakeholders, we have been able to equip ourselves with knowledge. In fact, not just today, right from the beginning of the community, she has given her value. And in fact, the course that she put out there, personally, I started it. And from the very onset of the community, she has equipped us. Other stakeholders have come in, other people who volunteered, have come in to support with value. So that is what we are possessing now. So this evening, with all the knowledge, the skills that you have been impacted right from the onset of the community, I am telling you to go out there and possess whatever job that you want to, because you are capable. You can't overcome it. You are capable. That's why you are here this evening. So go out there and possess it. Make us proud, because we are all going to gain and get this $1,000 and above. That is rest assured. But everything depends on you. If you are ready, all right, if you are ready to possess it, if you are ready to overcome it. So thank you very much for having me. Thank you, Coach B, for the invitation. And thank you, audience, for listening to me. Once again, I'm Mary Dazi. Thank you.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited. I'm so happy. Thank you so, so, so much, Coach Mary. So everybody has given you coach. We are super grateful. We are blessed by your presence and your teaching this evening. For me, it was that voice. So it was just the way the voice was flowing and flowing and flowing. I was just looking at the finding, like, just continue. How many people felt like that? Like, anything you are saying, just be saying it. Just be saying it. Thank you so much for honoring me. Thank you for always being there. This is one person that if I call like this, I don't know what I gave her. Whatever the Baba that did the juju for me, I need to go and find the person and say, please do more. I'm grateful for your gifts. I'm so grateful. I want to say thank you. I know that you're somebody that is already going places. We can see it already. We can see how you're, making waves and all of that. We celebrate your beginning, and we will be here cheering you on. Keep going, keep doing what you're doing. We love you. Thank you for being a friend of the house. Thank you for being a coach in the house. You've been there from day one. Thank you so much. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you. If I stay here, I'll continue to say thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'll just bring up the next person. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, everybody. To everybody that has stayed this long. Celebrate yourself. I wish I could give you something. You know what? I'm going to do? The first 50 people that would complete their assessment, okay? The first 50 people that will complete their assessment, because we're going to have the records on the form. I'm going to think of something to give you guys, because for you to have stayed live, it's amazing. It's amazing. So the first 50 people that will complete the assessment, I'm going to give you something special, okay? I'm going to think of what is going to be, and I'll give that to you. All right. So tonight we're on to awards, certifications. Who likes awards? Who likes certifications? Who likes awards? Who likes certifications? Biodun was backstage. I can't see Biodun anymore. What's going on? Oh my goodness. Okay, so tonight, just get ready to celebrate so many people, so many amazing people that have done well. Before I do that, I'm just going to run over how at the Yafri community we are changing lives, okay? How we are changing the lives of freelancers at the Yafri community. I'll go over it again. The Yafri community is a free community. And the idea behind the Yafri is that we provide free trainings. And for those that have been in our community, you can see that we give you the best. We don't do rubbish. Somebody say we don't do rubbish. Just say we don't do rubbish. We don't do rubbish in Yafri. Okay? We don't do rubbish. We don't do rubbish. Right? I won't give you something that I cannot sit through for 1 hour or for 3 hours. I won't come and give it to you and expect you to sit down there for 3 hours, okay? I won't do that to you. If I feel like the training will not be good for you, then I won't give it to you. This is a community that if you're here, everything we will give you here is enough to feed you. Everything we will give you here is enough to equip you to get you to the very top. If only you will just stay. Right? That's what the Yafri community is all about. And for those that will stay and put their head down, do you understand? Just take the trainings. Take fundamentals of freelancing 1, take fundamentals of freelancing 2, and apply it. If you can just do that, do that and apply it, you will get results. I can tell you that for free. You will get results. But we also understand, even me, I understand that I attend these trainings, and this is human nature. You attend the training, right? You feel like I'm going to do it. How many people are already feeling like that tonight? I'm going to go to my Upwork. I will change everything. And then 1 week after, life happens. 2 weeks after, life happens, right? It happens to it's not only you, it happens to the best of us. So what is our solution to that? Now we have over 1,000. We've created a second Yafri group today because Yafri 1 is full, okay? We have over 1,000 people in the group. I cannot drag 1,000 people by their hands to ensure that they are doing the things they need to do. So what did we do? We created a freelance MBA training where people get to pay. Because somebody that pays will pay attention. I can't remember who I heard that from, but I heard it on the streets of social media. They said people that pay, they pay attention, okay? Right? So the Freelance MBA is a community where you pay a commitment fee. And then when you pay a commitment fee, we will hold you by the hand. We will drag you to do the things you're supposed to do. All these beautiful things we're talking about, commitment to personal development. You heard some of the people that have taken the freelance MBA. You heard them, right? You heard them saying that they won't take. In fact, we have somebody here from the time management bootcamp. Let me bring her up. We've got somebody here from the time management bootcamp. She'll just share experience. She didn't even do the first one. She just did time management with us. Can you very briefly, Biodun, thank you for joining us tonight. Can you very briefly just share your experience on the time management bootcamp? That's the freelance MBA series.
Okay, thank you so much, Coach B, for having me tonight. And first of all, let me wish you happy Mother's Day and also all ladies out there. Yeah, well, I would start by saying thank you so much, Coach B, for this great opportunity to be part of the time management class. Honestly, it was just like a prayer answered, that was really answered, because for me it's this year when everybody will always say new year resolutions, what do you want to do, your career, your family, and all of that. And I sat down and I was thinking about, I had a lot going on in my life at that moment. But I sat down and I told myself, what do I really want to achieve this year, especially in my career? And I sat down and I began reminiscing on a lot of things. And something just told me that you need somebody to hold your hands, to hold you by the hand, to teach you what to do, step by step. It's like I'm just I've been in the career for over 10 years, let me put it that way. And it's just like I've just been all alone. Everything I've learned till date is like, no, before I joined the time management class, it was just all by myself. Nobody was telling me do this, do that, do this, do that. You understand? But at some point I felt I needed a coach, somebody I can be accountable to, somebody that can hold me by my hands and tell me to and show me the right thing to do, you know. So when I joined the time management, of course, I stumbled across it on LinkedIn. Yes, I was just like, Yafri, what's Yafri community about? So I logged on, I sent her a message, and I got the email, and we did the first community class. And when she said, okay, we don't want too many people, right there when she was saying it, I just jumped on it that yes, this is what I'm actually looking out for. And I made payments for just a token for the class. And when we started the class, I was like, I don't think I think there was a particular task we were given, and on that list we were told that we were asked that what is the greatest mistake you have made, or the decision that you have taken that you feel you shouldn't have taken that decision. And I said to myself, the greatest mistake I made was to join this class. Why did I say so? Because I was in my comfort zone. I was in my comfort zone. It was like somebody was stretching me beyond what I could chew, and that was what I really needed at that time. I really needed somebody to teach me the right thing. And I realized that I was just wasting a lot of time doing so many things. So the class was just about how to master your time. We all have 24 hours, and you realize that 24 hours, when you wake up, what do you do with your 24 hours? Nobody has one extra 1 hour to the 24 hours. We all have the same time. So what you do with your time matters a lot. And I realized that in my career, most of the time when I get to work, I'm just everywhere. Yeah, I'm just sitting, I do my to-do list, and I just realized that I'm just like a jack of all trades and master of none. When I say jack of all trade, I have a lot of things I want to do part time. I jump on this, I do it halfway, I jump on that, I do it halfway, and I don't get anywhere at the end of the day. And the next day, you see me come back to that same thing, going over it over and over again, and I've still not gotten those tasks, sorted out. And so, when we started the time management class, we're taking through, the first thing was we're taking through, okay, goal setting, that you need to set your goal. What do you want to achieve in this 21 days boot camp? What do you want to achieve? And we'll take through that goal setting, that we have to be very realistic. And I sat down and I listed a whole lot of things, and we were asked to take the three major things we want to focus on, for these 21 days. And one of them was that I wanted to apply for more jobs. I wanted to change career, I wanted to change my job, and and one of the first thing there was that I would apply for a job, and before the end of these 21 days, I want to get at least one interview invitation. And Coach B, I know I've not told you this. Do you know I have two job offers already? Yes, I just kept it to use it as like just to use it as a shocker for you, to use it as a shocker. So this is my gift, honestly. The 21 days really stretched me out of my comfort zone. It really stretched me because I really learned a lot of things, how to prioritize things. What are my high what are the tasks that have the high impact, the highest impact for me, on my list. I have to, list some things out, trash some things that were really distracting me. At times you take your phone, social media and everything, notification will pop up on your phone, you look at them and all that. So I was able to scrap those things and really focus on the goals, those three important goals I set for myself, and which was applying for the job. And I got two job offers,
Wow.
honestly. I got two job
Wow.
offers. I got two
Wow.
job offers. So this is what I took away from that boot camp, and I can tell you that it's not over. I'm not there yet. I'm still getting better by the day, because it's just a progressive thing. I won't say that after the 21 days boot camp, I am, totally, but you have to be diligent, you have to be resilient, and you just have to keep going. So I just want to say thank you, Coach B, for the opportunity. And I'm looking for, I know you said this is MBA. I want to believe there's something more than an MBA coming soon to us, for us to really join. Thank you
Oh,
so much.
thank you
Yeah.
so much, Biodu. I can't even thank you enough. And thank you for that shocker. Thank you for saying it here and in
Yeah.
public so that people can know we don't do rubbish. We do not do rubbish here. We don't even know we don't know the meaning of rubbish. Okay. Thank you so much, Biodu. I'll take you off
Yeah.
the stage now. All right.
Yeah. Thank you.
So, yeah. So that's it. You've heard from the horse's mouth, right? What the freelance MBA looks like. Now, on the freelance MBA, it's not just about visibility and getting jobs. It is a total commitment to personal development. We've got different modules on the free. That's why it's an MBA. You complete it. It's 5 different modules: career clarity and visibility, which is module 1. Module 2 is time management. After time management, you do sales and communication, you do emotional intelligence, you do leadership. There is a whole lot. By the time you are done, your life cannot remain the same. That's all I can tell you. You cannot remain the same again. Now, whether you join Freelance MBA or you are in your free community, the key word is action. Somebody type action for me. The keyword is action. Make sure you're doing what you're supposed to do. Okay. Anything you're told to do, take action. Take action immediately. I love people that immediately they take action. Okay. That is the attitude that you need to have here. Take action, do what you're supposed to do, and begin to watch your life transform. All right, so very quickly, we're going into our graduates for the time management bootcamp. And if they're here, if they're in the comment section, please help me celebrate them. Just get your emojis ready together, okay? So the first set of people we're celebrating are the graduates from the Freelance MBA. Please help me celebrate these amazing people. Akorede Zaina, please celebrate her. Celebrate. Okpe Oluwa, Aremu Okulaja. Please help me celebrate this amazing woman. Oh my goodness. She blows our minds all the time. Please help me celebrate her. Celebrate Ruth Oyidamola Johnson. Please help me celebrate Abiodun, who just finished speaking. Omodun Miju. Please help me celebrate Taria Dogood. Celebrate Oluwakemi Wumi Anigilaje. Please help me celebrate Chidebere Ezeobi. Please celebrate her and my amazing, delectable Ifeyinwa Akpan. Ifeyinwa, we did not hear you. Come back. Oh, we're waiting for you. Celebrate her. And Chidebere Ezeobi, please help me celebrate all these wonderful people. Apart from Abiodun, every other person that went on the time management bootcamp also did the first cohort of the Freelance MBA. Trust me, if the Freelance MBA wasn't good, they won't be joining, okay? All right, so the next thing we're going to do, how many people on this call have completed Fundamentals of Freelancing 1? How many people completed Fundamentals of Freelancing 1? Just, give us one word to describe Fundamentals of Freelancing 1, okay? One word to describe Fundamentals of Freelancing 1. One word that you use to describe the course. Okay, thank you. I can see someone saying I have. Thank you, Bibiana, right? One word to describe it, right? Someone says I've completed it. Awesome. Well done, right? Now, we put out this course just to ensure that, everybody gets something, okay? We put it out so that everybody gets something. Yes, educating, captivating. Thank you so much for all the wonderful words. I want to celebrate some people, right? Some of the people that, when we put it out, not only did they go early to take the course, they went to take the course, but even during the course, I get notifications from the back end of my seller. I get email notifications. As they were taking the course, I was feeling their comments. Their comments was coming in, bam, 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 bam. And we want to celebrate 3 of such people today. They are going to win an award. Our third runner-up is going on with a copy of the book, Chiking a Billionaire, right? You're going on with a copy of the book, Chiking a Billionaire, currently going for 12,500 Naira. You're getting that free of charge for your commitment to learning, okay? Chiking a Billionaire, if you've heard the review, you will know that we're not giving you rubbish gifts. It's not like they just wrote one book. No, I don't think I've given this book out free to anybody. You need to understand that I've never given it out free for anybody. Everybody that has Chiking a Billionaire paid for it, okay? This is the first time I'll be giving it out free of charge. All the winners, third, second, and first, they are going on with a copy of Chiking a Billionaire. That is one. Number 2, to the people shouting Clary, I see you. I see my people. Somebody saying clarity, Clary. I know, right? I know. All right. The second runner-up is going on with a copy of Chiking a Billionaire and a LinkedIn banner upgrade. So we're going to upgrade their LinkedIn banner for them, right? Their LinkedIn banner and profile picture, banner and profile picture upgrade for the second runner-up. And for the winner will be going home with a copy of Chiking a Billionaire, LinkedIn banner and profile picture revamp, and a one-on-one with me. Okay, person is getting a one-on-one with me. People that know, even people on the Freelance MBA, before you get one-on-one, now. But this person is going to get a one-on-one with me, and this is so that you know that I'm committed to you, whether it is free or paid. We are committed to you. Okay. Now, before I reveal the 3 winners, the color code for the third session for Mary Ekia's session is gold. Okay, so the color code for Mary's session is gold. The CV session is gold. So can we go over it again? What's the color code for the first session? Color code for the first session is white. That's my session. Ethics, white. Color code for Coach Babatunde's session is green. And color code for Mary Ekia's session is gold. Okay, so those are the 3 color codes. You need to know them, and that is, you will need them when you're doing the assessment for this session. Okay, so get ready for that. Get ready for the assessment and get ready. Now we're about to reveal our winners. Also, before we reveal the winners, I also need to let you know, For those that are coming on board the Freelance MBA, I've been getting a lot of questions about the Freelance MBA. Okay, let me make my face a bit bigger. About the Freelance MBA, it's starting on the 12th of April. Okay, we're starting the Freelance MBA on the 12th of April. Let me check. Yes, on the 12th of April is in 2 weeks' time, right? See, I've seen people spend their money on different things on social media. I've seen trainings on social media, and I'm like, it is well. I just say it is well. It is well. I'll tell you, if you have the money, the only reason you should not get on board the Freelance MBA is because you don't have the money. Okay. And if you don't have the money and you can get the money, go and get the money, because people will hold your hands. And the people that are holding your hands, I can do the costing. I think I did the costing on the Yafri community for you. I am paying 300,000 only for Facebook ads. Only for Facebook ads alone. Do you understand? So if you feel like the money, why are they charging us? It's supposed to be free. Is for your own commitment. The coaches that are coaching you, Coach Bobby, Coach Dr. Ish, myself, Precious Obo, it is beg that I used to beg them. Do you understand? It's not business that they are doing. It's beg, like, please, can you come on board? At the end of the day, I always try to give them a thank you gift. Okay, just to say thank you for doing this, but not to pay them according to what they're worth. I'm explaining this to you so you understand. When we start shouting, come for the LinkedIn MBA, I know some people, once they see pay for the LinkedIn MBA, you see this one exited the group, that one exited the group. I don't hide anything from you, but just like every other person, it happens to me also. Free trainings don't work for everybody. Free trainings there's only how long it can carry you. When you pay for something, there is a way you will stand on your money. You don't want your money, your money is burning, it will waste. Because of that, you do the right thing. Please let me post the link to the Freelance MBA, right? And we have a target for the month of April. Once we hit our target, the Freelance MBA, people thought I was joking when I said the time management bootcamp. They thought I was joking when I said it's only 10 people we will take. We took the 10 people. Some people came after. I said, no, you can't join. You have to wait until the next time we do it. When we did the Freelance MBA in January, some people thought they can come maybe 2 weeks. If you come after the program has started, we have this 2 weeks window. And trust me, we're doing, what do you call it now? We're doing adverts. Other people will come in. If you like, sit down there. Let people come from outside and chance you. If you have the money, pay for it. If you don't have the money, stay on the group. All the things you've learned from us, use it and make us proud. I'm super proud of you, whether you pay or not, okay? But if you have the money, pay for it. Come on board. Get trained. It's not only the coaches, or this is not the training that they'll just put all of you in a group. You have mentors. Mentors, 1 to 10 people, they will hold your hands. Together, you will learn leadership, team building. You will make friends. I will not talk about it anymore right now, okay? But please, if you have the money, come on board. The link is probably already being shared, I believe. If it's not being shared, I'll share it. It will also be in the Yafri community, and you probably get an email about it over the course of the week, okay? So that's that about the Freelance MBA for those that can join us. Now, the winners. Please, drum rolls. It can be you. And I said, for the people that win, if you are not on the call tonight, and they did not say they were not going to come, they lose. We'll give them the banner we made for them, but they will lose the award itself, the prize. I won't give them the prize, okay? Because if you're not committed to me, I'm not going to be committed to you. All right, so let's go. Third position goes to celebrate. The third position goes to Mobo. I don't know how to pronounce the name. Sorry about that. Mobo. Confidence Oluchuku or Oluchuku. I don't know how to pronounce it. Please forgive me. Please help me celebrate. That's the third position. Is she here? Let's have her. If she's here, please let's have her very quickly. If Promise is on the call, please, you can send her the link if she wants to come backstage, but let her be here first. Let's even first see her. If you're here, please say you're here. We're celebrating you. Everybody's here celebrating you. Confidence, are you there? We celebrate. If she's on you, please let me tag her on the group. Say confidence, you have won. Or make a screenshot and share with her. Say you've won. No confidence, come outside. All right. Thank you to everybody celebrating. I can't see any comment from confidence, so I would assume that she's probably not here. Oh my goodness. Well, she gets artwork, but if she's not here, sorry, we are not going to give her the prize. Okay. The next one goes to the silver award goes to Alabi Dockers. Alabi Dockers, second position. Alabi Dockers, please help me celebrate her. Celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. Please, somebody tag her. Let her know that we are here. Oh my goodness. My co-anchor, I left you. Let her know that we are here. Please help me celebrate her. Celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. Amazing people. Yes, thank you. I see you all celebrating. You're amazing people. Is Alabi Dorcas here? Oh my goodness. It's good though. I'll not I'll keep my price to myself. We'll not spend money on somebody's profile optimization if they are not here. Okay. All right, all right, all right. We celebrate you. And finally, to the first position, it will be such a sad thing if the first position is not here. It will be so sad because you miss a one-on-one with me. Those that have it, they know how much they pay for it. Okay. Celebrate finally the first position. I want drum rolls first. Everybody roll out your drums. Roll out your drums, roll out your drums, roll out the drums. If I don't see drums, I will not announce the first position. And please be praying for the first position that it will be here so that will not lose this prize, okay? Please let me pray for the first position so that they will not lose their, except the people, these other people, except they're on the group and they've already commented that they're having network issues. Some people did say they were having network issues, okay? But if they were not, sorry, they lose the prize, okay? Thank you. I can see the drum rolls. Yes, 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 yes. So this is the point where we sing, sing, sing. Thank you for rolling out the drums. And the first position goes to... Do you want to announce it, Blessing? Do you want to announce it?
Please go ahead.
Divine Chinezie. Is he here? Is he here? Is he here? Is he here? Oh my, congratulations. Is he here? Is he here? I thought I saw Divine. Is Divine here? Divine. Hey, I saw him. Oh, don't lose your prize, oh, please. Don't lose this prize, oh, don't lose this prize. Is Divine here? Okay, so we're still waiting for Divine. Any of the winners? Somebody said, please, Divine, be here. They said, please, Divine, be here. Oh, is Divine here, please? We can't see Divine. Oh, hey, God. I thought I saw him anyways. Divine Chimezie. Okay. All right. So we're not sure if our winners are here, but that's that. Just to close before I hand over finally to Blessing again, I just want to talk about the Freelance MBA. Accelerate your journey with us, right? And this is the flyer for the event, right? The total cost, when we do the costing itself per person can go as high as ₦1 million of what we are giving to you. But what we've said you should pay is what? Just about $35. Just about $35. Just pay 50,000 naira. Simple. Only 50,000 naira. So not even that, we even still slash the price, right? We still slash it's not 50K. We still slash the price again. See, I'd even forgotten that you have a price slash. Please pay tonight, pay today, pay this weekend, okay? And you get a 50% discount. The link that is being shared right now goes with a 50% discount. Also, only said Divine is here. He should talk now. We cannot see him. Everybody's talking for you, Divine. Divine, talk. Okay, I can see him clapping now. Congratulations, Divine. Please, if you can help me send him the link to the back end, if he wants to come on board, we're happy to have him. Okay. People are see everybody's celebrating Divine. Congratulations, Divine. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. Well done, well done, well done. All right. So let's see the people that will win the award for Fundamentals of Freelance MBA 2. The first set of people that will go, the first 50, you will go in there, you download your certificates. The link to download the certificates is also being dropped right now. Okay, please, is that being dropped? Promise, please help us drop the link to the Freelance MBA, to the assessment, right? The link to the assessment. Once you fill that form, you have become a silver member. We consider you first when it comes to choosing people for gigs. We consider you first. Then finally, you also what you get special discounts. So people are getting what do you call it now? People are getting 50% discount because you're here. Okay, people that are floor members will increase it to 30K for them, right? So special discount for you, so many amazing things for you. Okay, all right. And on this note, I'll just hand over back to our anchor, Mentor Blessing. Mentor Blessing also doubled as the coach, the mentor for the freelance and for the time management bootcamp. Please help me celebrate this amazing woman. Please help me celebrate her. Some people are just super amazing. You did an amazing job. I'm sure that you heard Biodu's testimony. And in fact, all the testimonies from all the participants have been super amazing. Thank you for all the hard work you put in there. It was hard work. My mentors, they do free work. Oh, it's free work they do. Please, I don't pay them. I don't pay them nothing. I want to say thank you so much for all the work you guys do. You are changing the world. We celebrate you. We love you. God bless you. And also, I'm just saying my own thank yous if I hand over to you. Please help me celebrate every ESCO. I said ESCO, what did you call them? Volunteer of the Yafri community. Every volunteer on the Yafri community, starting from our community manager, Blessing Ochanya. Is she here? Please help me celebrate her. Please celebrate her. She did an amazing job publicizing this program. Our social media manager, Ifeinwa Akpan, she made most of those designs and also, managed the social media part of things. Please help me celebrate Ifeinwa Akpan. We celebrate all the other ESCOs. We've got Prudence, our virtual assistant. She's been doing an amazing job. To the project coordinator herself, Temitope Sonny, we celebrate you. To my Formidable Bull VA, Promise Aruma. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is the person that can torment me in this life. Only promise. After promise, it's promise that remain. Please help me celebrate that amazing woman. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. To all the other volunteers. Sorry, I'm not mentioning all the names. Ifi Apan, and happy married life to Ifi. God bless you. Is it Ifi or Ruth? I've mixed it together. Ruth. Ruth, God bless you. I celebrate you all. Thank you so much. Over to you, Blessing, as we close.
Thank you so much, Coach B. And thank you so much, everyone who have stayed to this point. If you have benefited from this program or this training tonight, I want you to drop some emojis. Let's see some emojis. Send us your amazing comments in the comment section, how you benefited from this program or this training tonight. And remember, I am just one person with just one word. Describe your feeling tonight in one word, just one word. Be it your favorite emoji, be it just that one word that speaks volume for everything you've actually learned in this training tonight. Just let us know how amazing you have actually felt throughout this training. Another big thank you to all the amazing keynote speakers, starting from Coach Biolu Tife, Ademokoya. Sorry if I murder your name, forgive me. She is our freelancer coach, and also she is a freelance MBA series and Yafri community coach as well. So we also say a very big thank you for giving us those nuggets. It was really, really timely. And then we move to our second keynote speaker, Mr. Babatunde James. Wow, our one and only ghostwriter and a professional marketer, then Upwork coach, who gave us those nuggets on how to rebrand our Upwork profile so that the clients will start looking for us, not we looking for them, right? Okay, then we move to our most lovely, calming, amazing voice of the day, which was Madam Mary Akwa, all the way from Ghana. Thank you so much. Our HR professional. She's also a career coach and a strategist. She took us through our CV writing and how to rebrand our CV for any gigs that you want to land and position yourself as an expert, even if you don't have so much experience in the industry. Those were the amazing things we were able to cover in this training today. Remember, the first one, ethical standard, very important. Keynote, communication. Not just communication, you need to position yourself right for other people to value you. Then we move to Upwork mastery, where we talk about how to position yourself now for them to start paying you and you earning your first $1,000 plus, right? Then we move to how to better position yourself in the writing form, which was very amazing. We talked we had the awards. Then so now, if you have any question, I want you to please drop the question in the comment section. We're going to be answering all the comments and sorry, all the questions, and also we're going to get back to everyone who have asked a question about the training or every other thing. I know the VAs and the community managers are doing amazing work in the comment sections, responding to questions as well. I noticed a lot of persons were asking what is the assessment in the comment section. So this is it. We shared 3 codes. This is what moves you to the assessment. So there's going to be an assessment after this training. So you need the 3 code to pass the assessment. When you pass the assessment, you're going to get to our silver member in the community, where you'll be among those that will first get all the informations about the gigs, because now we are done with the training section. We are moving to the recruitment section, where we'll be giving gigs to the freelancers. So you'll be among those who will be receiving the gigs in their emails. So pass the assessment, become our silver member, and land your first $1,000. So that will be all for this training. Thank you so much for staying around till this training. If you are still here, please drop your favorite emoji. I wish you all an amazing night rest, and I will be seeing you all in the community, Yafri community or MBA freelance community. Thank you so much once again, and I say good night to everyone.